What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to, I guess, Stone Solo, Stoned Alone, whatever I'm calling this, but I'm not alone tonight. Got my good, but that was actually my wife's idea. That was pretty clever.
That's awesome.
She came up with that last night, and I was like, I kind of like that. It's got a little kind of rolls off the tongue, like Home Alone, Stoned Alone. I was like, I kind of fuck with that. A Stoned Alone podcast. But like I said, I'm not alone. I have my very good buddy, Connor Calaruso, here with me tonight. Very well known amongst our little part of the community. So, dude, how are you feeling? And I know me and you were talking a little bit, but if you just want to maybe greet yourself to people in the chat, maybe who don't know who you are, familiar with your videos, your content, you want to give a little rundown and let them get a little familiar with you, man?
Oh, dude, thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, if my channel is kind of a mix of a lot of different things. I like a lot of different stuff, so it's going to be around figures, wildlife, knives. I mean, hopefully going out and finding fossils. I just did that recently, and I didn't videotape anything because I didn't know I was going to find anything, and I ended up finding a ton of stuff. So I want to do more outdoor adventures and stuff like that too. So basically for everything, I know it's going to be hard to draw an audience for everything, but I like too much stuff. But yeah, thank you so much, man, for having me on. This is so much fun. I love talking about this kind of stuff. It's going to be so much fun, dude. But yeah, dude, thank you so much.
Absolutely, dude. Man, we always talk about Star Wars or Marvel or whatever, man, and it's always nice to kind of switch it up because people that aren't stranger to my channel, people do know that I love animals. I love nature. I mean, you talk a lot about that outside of just YouTube in general. But yeah, man, just like, I think it's gonna be fun. Me and Connor are gonna rank some dinosaurs, our favorite to the coolest, however we're feeling. I think it's gonna be really fun. Have a little tier maker that's already set up. It's got like 24 different animals me and Connor are gonna go through and look at, bro. I think it's gonna be fun, dude. And then
can't wait.
We'll talk about, obviously, for also people that don't know, I'm a huge fan of your channel, Connor. I know you're aware of this, but you are actually what heavily inspired me to get back into dinosaurs, because as a kid, I was obsessed with them. What kid isn't, right? But, dude, I've had so much fun collecting the Mattel line, whether it's Hammond Collection or the main line. You introduced me to Nanmu, Creative Beast Studios, and I am just having so much fun collecting these lines and like doing new research on these animals. Some of them I'm familiar with already, and then some of them I had no prior knowledge of at all, so I'm getting to learn something new.
That's the best part.
That's the best. Absolutely, man. Like craving knowledge, learning new things. It's just awesome. It feels good, man. I just feel like your channel is a good, whether you're doing a knife review or a fucking Universal Studios review or something like that, like you just have really solid, fun content, and you can just tell in your videos like you're like having fun, and that's what attracted me to your channel. Is like you can tell you're passionate and enthusiastic and just having fun. As simple as that, because that's what we're doing it for. We're not doing it for, as good as it all is, subscribers, views, all that good YouTube shit. Just having fun is the most important part, and what's going to make it long lasting and not get sour, or you're going to get run out and burned down because like you're truly just invested into it. So, but yeah, I just want to say thanks for being here with me tonight. I'm glad that we've crossed paths, and yeah, dude, I'm excited to have you on. Dude, this is long overdue, my friend. Long overdue.
Dude, I'm so happy I met you guys. I'll never forget when I first encountered your live. It was actually random on YouTube, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and say something. And everybody that was in the stream in the comments commented hi to me. That was the first time that's ever happened. So I was like, okay, these people are good people. Yeah. And I was right. You guys are awesome. So that was like the most welcoming thing I could have ever had, because like there was another one, I've said this before probably, but it was a bigger YouTuber. I went on that live and everybody was very weird and, attacking. I was like, oh, okay, I don't belong here. So I left. It was nice that you guys were literally the second one live that I went on, and you guys were all so cool. So yeah, man, that gave me so much hope for humanity and YouTube. So that made me want to do this even more. So it was awesome. That was so awesome. So thank you guys so much. You especially, bro, for being such a great friend. And all of you guys in the comments are now my good friends. It's so weird. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Well, just going off of that, man, I couldn't have said it any better myself, dude. It's like I said, I'm just glad we crossed paths. Thank you I tell this to our buddy Jacob, Star Wars Collective, aka Jacob's just, thank you guys for being authentic, real motherfuckers, man. And like, you're only as good as the company you keep, man. And that's really important. And once you find your people, there ain't nothing that tops that, man. Everybody needs a village. Everybody needs help, needs their people. Like, And that how you said, like what you just explained to me, like how you came across our stream and it was very inviting and welcoming. That's the type of community that I want to build and that I want to be a part of. Like that's how this hobby, that's how anything should be. Like we're doing engagement for the positivity, the escapism, the joy, like and numerous other things that people may get out of it, you know. But yeah, dude, just thank you for being an authentic motherfucker, man, because you are, and you're just so chill and humble, and just I fuck with that, bro. I really fuck with that heavy. But going off of that, because like I said, I couldn't have said any better. I do want to get into some hellos in chat. We have 8 people in here. Thank you all for joining me and Connor tonight. If you haven't already, I'm sure if you're here, you've probably watched Connor or know of Connor. If not, please go over to his channel, Connor Calaruso. Great content, really cool guy. I'll probably pull up his channel before the end of the stream tonight so y'all can see what it looks like and stuff. Because, dude, your reviews, your dinosaur reviews and some of your other shit just like pops off. I think one of your Spinosaurus is at like 7,000 or 6,000. Like you have some even higher than that. So it's just you're doing a good thing. You're just doing big things on your channel, man. It's cool.
Dude, thank you so much. It's so much fun. It's always like a weird when you see the numbers go up like that. You're like, wow, that's weird. YouTube decided to choose me for this 1 second and put it out there. It feels nice.
Absolutely, cool. Dude.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Dude, you're just gonna continue to climb that algorithm, man. I'm telling you, dude. I honestly think, Connor, that you should look into starting a channel membership, man. I think you would do really well with that, and you're just very personable. And I just, it's one of the most fun things I've done. I know it's an extra step, and you have to put your tax in from. I know it's an extra, but I just feel like you would do really well with it, bro. I wouldn't say if I didn't mean it. I think you would just, people would already be attracted to you because of your character and stuff like that, and just enjoy your I just feel like you could do it, man. Dude, thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, yeah, sorry, y'all. It's good. Me and Connor are glazing each other. Enough of that. For now. But HowlrunnerBase, what is up, man? Thank you so much. You were in here really early. It says 4:59 right here. I can't wait, and then 5 o'clock. So HowlrunnerBase always in here early. Thank you so much, my dude. Please hit that motherfucking like button, everybody. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, our boy Troy in here with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Going to have to catch the replay tonight, boys. Got a busy night at work, bro. Hope you enjoy the replay, bro. Power through that work shift. I hope it goes by fast, brother. Thank you so much for the good night, Troy. Absolutely, man. And then another good friend of ours, Jacob, aka Star Wars Collective, with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. What's up, boys? Deinonychus is the best dinosaur, hands down. A perfect killing machine. Hope you guys have a fun stream listening while at work. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for tuning in, Jacob. I hope you're doing well, man. And real quick, I think we just need to address that because the Deinonychus is absolutely badass. For people that's not aware, that's like the bigger, what's called Velociraptor in Jurassic Park. That's what the Deinonychus actually is. So, Connor, do you want to like kind of, do you have any feelings about that? How do you feel? Deinonychus, for the longest time when I was younger, they thought he was like a lot larger. It turns out he wasn't too much bigger. He was about 5 feet tall. And then they decided, so then the Jurassic Park raptors were based off of a Utah raptor. So that would have been a raptor that would have been more of the size. Deinonychus was super smart. He lived, had a lot of different cousins. He was a troodontid. Deinonychus is definitely up there. I've been this close to buying his teeth. They're like $200, $300, and they're small. Yeah. But they're just so small. Because they were their head was like this big. They're really small. They weren't too big. Yeah. But their teeth are about that big, and they're very small. But like a Utah raptor, we're talking the head is like huge, 1.5 feet, 2 feet long. You know, this thing's like almost 7 feet tall. Monsters. Holy shit, bro. And then you have stuff like Megaraptor. That's not even a raptor. It's in its own family. And that thing looked wild looking too. I don't know if you've ever seen a Megaraptor before. I don't know if I'm familiar with a Megaraptor, bro, to be quite honest with you. I want to say, I'm trying to think of what family they belong to. Yeah. I wonder if it's the Megalosaurid family. I'm trying to think, but they were wild looking Megaraptor. Oh, dude, you're on another level than I am, man. Like you're just like, I'm a very casual paleontology fan. You were just like you were chest deep in that shit, bro. I respect it so much, dude. Oh, dude, I swear I've only know a very, very small percentage. I would love to meet like a real paleontologist one day. Those people are unbelievably smart. Like they can see a fragment of a bone and know what animal belongs to and where it was and what the whole skeleton looked like. And there's been people like that since the 1700s that have known about skeletal structures. So
I wish I got into that. I know a fossil when I see one, but man, it would be really hard for me to figure out where it came from.
Absolutely, dude. That's next level. Absolutely, dude. It always surprises me how little people know of the Bone Wars, and it's so interesting to me, dude. It's so interesting.
That's like the space race, like us, versing Russia to the moon. It was who could find the most complete, fossils and all this stuff. It's really crazy, and people fake stuff, and it's kind of crazy.
It is absolutely wild, dude. Sam Cobra, what is going on, man? Thank you so much he says, good evening, clan. Hope you're feeling better, man. I know your ribs were giving you some trouble, so yeah, thank you. Yeah, he broke a rib. I don't want to put his business out there like that, but he did break a rib, so he was down in some R&R, so I hope you're feeling better, man. Yeah.
I have never had anything that serious happen to me ever.
I've never broken anything.
Me either. I think my pinky toe. That's it.
That's crazy. And considering like what you've done, like what animals you've worked, it's kind of crazy that you haven't broken anything.
I've gotten lucky.
Just a finger.
My pinky toe, I broke that. That was it when I was a kid. I was like 13. So I've never gotten hurt. I've never been stung. I've only been bitten once. It was by a pygmy rattlesnake, and it was my pet. Horrible, horrible night. I was terrified, but nothing happened. It was a dry bite. But I learned my lesson not to pick up very, very small venomous snakes. I learned. Shit. I have the picture. I'll send it to you of me and my middle finger's right under its mouth, and then he articulated his fang into my thumb. And I put him back in the cage. I squeezed my thumb, and blood started to come out. And I was like panicking for like 3 hours, but nothing happened. It stung like a wasp sting, and then it went away. So I was like, all right, I got lucky. So I've never, ever have had a serious injury like that, ever. That's it, just a scare.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't pygmy isn't their venom more toxic than a diamondback?
No, theirs is least toxic. They're very small species of snake, and their venom, every snake's venom is meant to take down what prey it's wanting to kill very fast. So like a pygmy is eating really small prey. I mean, real small mice, real small lizards, and that venom is just meant to kill that prey super fast.
Instantly,
So my buddy who worked at Gatorland 2 with me, I literally just saw him not too long ago in town. Just so funny. He said hi. He has a scar on his middle finger from here down to here. He got bit by a pygmy rattler. We swapped stories. I got lucky. So he got full venom injected. He got infected. They had this cut his middle finger all the way down, to release everything. And his finger looked pretty messed up. So you won't die. It's going to cause necrosis, but you're going to be all right. Same thing like with the cottonmouth snakes that I used to freehand. I was sending you the pictures of me kissing them on the head. Dude. Like if that bit me, I'm not going to die. I'm going to be really embarrassed, and I'm going to have to go to the hospital. But diamondback and coral snake are the venomous ones, and then eastern diamondback too. So those big rattlers and that coral snake are the real deadly ones here that we have.
Very interesting, man. Thank you for educating me. I'm definitely no expert on snakes by any means. I definitely have a respect for them. Indiana Jones is why I'm scared of them. It's his fault. Corrine Anderson, which is Connor's Connor's lady. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. So kind. And she says, Dino time. Yes, it is. Yes, ma'am. And Star Wars Clip says, my boys, RebelScum420, what is up? What's up, my boys? What is up, dude? Thank you so much. Hey, I think I can second that, Corrine. Cornatoris from Dinosaur. That's just an awesome representation of that animal, dude. That's awesome. I'd have to make you a list of the bones I've broken through. Damn, for it sounds like you lived a wild life, brother. That's all. That's a cool thing, though, man.
My buddy was a big dirt bike rider, and he would always break stuff. I'm like, why would you? That would stop me. I'm
like, no, I'm done doing this shit, dude. I've never broken. I don't want to. I'm glad you had, besides your pinky toe, of course.
Yeah, I kicked the dresser and it broke. I was a kid, it was nothing crazy.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I love your subtext, the dinosaur man.
That's crazy. Did you put that there?
No, I think that's from when Jacob gave that to you, and it was carried over through your StreamYard.
That's cool. I thought you did that. I was like, oh, all right, cool. That's all.
It's funny because I was going to do that, and then I seen it was there. I was like, perfect. It's because of Jacob.
Dude, thanks, Jacob. That's wild.
Yeah, by the way, if you haven't watched the last stream that Star Wars Collective just had, he actually had Connor on. That was a really, really fun stream. I highly recommend going to watch that. Give it a replay. Make sure. Okay, I'm caught up with the chat. We're
What
good.
ifs are really cool.
Yes, they do. There's so many rabbit holes, and dude, you just never know where you're going to go, man, at all. So I will pull up the little tier maker we have here, and we'll go ahead and get into ranking some of these dinosaurs. And I'm sure we'll talk about some figures at some point tonight. You know, whatever comes up, maybe, and even get into some rebirth talk. I know Connor was wanting to. I definitely want to pick his brain about that because he knows so much more about like what scenes were cut, what was redone. So I'm very interested to hear more of that from him.
Oh, dude,
Connor, can
I'm
you see
excited
this,
to
bro?
talk about it.
Awesome.
Look at those pictures.
Good. Yeah, man. So we got, I think it's 20. So we have 26 dinosaurs to rank here, bro. So obviously we have
awesome.
And bro, you might need to help me with a couple of these. I know we have the
Yeah, I know
Velociraptor.
all the scenes. That's so cool.
Awesome. Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops. I don't know. I think that's the Stiggy or Packy. I think that's the Stiggy.
Yeah.
Stiggy
Stigmalock from Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom. And I can't tell what this one is. Oh, that's Stegosaurus, Lost World.
Yeah.
Can you see the pictures, Connor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Spino, right?
Yeah. Okay. Sinoceratops?
Yes, good job. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Pteranodon?
Yep, from the Lost World at the very end of the movie.
Well, Connor knows this shit. I know the basic ones, but Connor has definitely opened my eyes to so many more.
No, you got it. Ceratops was definitely the hardest one for sure.
The ceratopsian species is so fascinating, dude.
I just started learning about them too. Like, it's insane how many have been discovered, and then how different they all were. Oh, it's weird.
They're the different frills and horn patterns. It's so cool, man. There's the Packy.
Yep.
One of my favorites too. Mosasaurus.
Yep.
And I believe this is some sauropod right here. I can't tell if that's the Brachiosaurus or what this
from
is.
Lost World. Yeah, it looks like the second movie when they're chasing them all on the dirt bikes and the trucks.
That's right. Definitely the second one. Indoraptor, I believe this is.
Yep.
And then there is the Indominus Rex. We have the Gallimimus.
They're flocking this way.
What is
that is from Jurassic World. That's the Dimorphodon.
Dimorphodon. Thank you,
they
sir.
have like a huge head.
It's like a T-Rex on a pterodactyl body. It's so weird.
Yeah, they're weird looking.
It is. Is that an actual dinosaur or is that a hybrid that they made?
No, that's real. Yeah, it actually looked like that. Yeah.
No shit. Wow.
There's a lot of there were so many of the pterosaurs, and there were some freaking weird ones. One of my favorites is Rhamphorhynchus. I'll send you a picture. Its face looked wild, weird.
Yeah, please send me that, dude. I'd be so interested to see that.
Super.
And then we do have I think, is that another picture of Parasaurolophus?
I think so.
Oh, there's two.
I think that's from JP3, or I can't. Oh, Coryanthosaurus and Parasaurolophus from JP3. I think I'm saying their name wrong anyway. But right? Isn't that when the raptors were chasing them through the field?
Yes, I believe you're correct. Yes. And then we have the Compsognathus. Compies. I call them Compies. Compsognathus.
Yeah.
I'm butchering that, bro.
It's perfect. That's from the second movie, Lost World, when the girl, he's like, Deidre, let her go. Let her play. And the daughter goes, it's crazy.
Dude, I love that you're just quoting the movie right now. I love it. Ceratosaurus, so cool. My favorite, well, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but everybody knows, I love the Carnotaurus, man. Oh, that's the Brachiosaurus right here.
There we go.
So that other one is some other type of sauropod.
Is it Diplodocus? I don't even remember if they had a
B-man. Yeah.
It looks different than Brachy for sure.
It does. I didn't even realize, but then seeing, yeah. And then we have another, I think this is a Apatosaurus, the one that the Indominus Rex was going around, they were killing. I think it's a Apatosaurus.
Oh, yeah. That Indominus was killing. The one to the right is Baryonyx, I believe.
Baryonyx, yeah.
With the lava falling down. And then, okay, cool.
Okay, sweet. I couldn't tell that was a Suchomimus or a Bary. Are Baryonyx or Suchomimus is bigger, right?
Yes.
Or is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I always get them confused for some reason. I don't know why. Spinosaurus family, which is very cool.
Yeah, they're so weird. So cool.
And then, honestly, Ankylosaurus, they're just so cool to me. And then what's this one, dude?
Allosaurus.
That's the Allosaurus. The crest looks like it's coming up so much higher.
Yeah, I think that's the juvenile Allosaurus from Fallen Kingdom when the island is blowing up. I think.
Oh, it's another That's another sauropod's neck coming off
when all the dinosaurs are running towards the ocean. That made me
so
hate that movie so much. Yeah,
it's so sad.
They ruined those last two.
Yeah, bro. It's that part, and then the last whatever sauropod that was at the end.
Dying there on the beach.
Oh, dude. Me and Rain, my wife, were tearing up. Oh, bro, it's so hard.
He messed up that movie, bro. Everyone unitedly doesn't like that one. So,
and which one? That's Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, so Fallen Kingdom and Dominion were not the fans' favorites. Everyone will say, "Hey, well, Rebirth was better than the last two, at least," because it was. Yeah. It was. Yeah. But it wasn't what we were expecting it to be. But yeah, those last two, you got to watch them again because especially with Dominion with the Locust, you're like, and well, that's why I keep telling you guys, you got to watch the movie The Bubble. It's so good. Pedro Pascal's in it. Rey from Star Wars is in it. David Duchovny, huge actors, and this is making fun of how they made Dominion during COVID lockdown. And it's all the bullshit they went through and making that movie. It is one of the funniest movies. I'm sending you the cover.
Interesting.
You have to see it.
Absolutely.
Because they went through so much. And I truly believe the only thing that saved Dominion was the toys, Mattel, because that's when all the Dino toys Mattel really started making all those figures was after Dominion. I think they needed those figures to save the movie, honestly.
Yeah. Dude, you're probably right, man. And you know so much more. When you were telling me about the films, and y'all, at some point throughout the night, we are going to get into spoilers for Rebirth, but the Mutadons, you told me those were supposed to be filled in for the Raptors, and I'm just like, dude, that's what I was missing from the movie was the Raptors. Where the fuck are but I don't want to get too far ahead. We were definitely gonna. Oh man, it's gonna be so cool. I want Mudhorn. What is up? Thanks
cool
for stopping by. Yeah, it's such a cool. Absolutely, the Mudhorn, so cool. Corrine, I have to tell you, if y'all like it, if you and Connor like it, me and my wife would definitely have to try to give it a shot.
The Bubble is so good. We've watched it so many times. Yeah. It's literally so funny. It's nuts.
I love rewatchable movies. Like when you find one that you just can put on and just either have it on in the background or just sit and get lost. I love movies like that you just love.
It's funny because each character in the Bubble represent the OG Jurassic characters. So Pedro Pascal is playing one of them. Ian, he's being Ian Malcolm. David Duchovny is Sam Neill. He's like, I've been holding this franchise together since the first movie. It's so good. So it's great.
That sounds
you get to figure out who is who during Dominion. So it's awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy. Awesome, dude. So Connor, I know you have opened my eyes to so many other lines of prehistoric animals or whatever. Rebel Scum here says, have you guys ever checked out the Bandai Diversity of Life line? I've never heard of that. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So Bandai Diversity of Life, there's some of the nicest looking figures I have ever seen. So I almost pre-ordered. They had two. Oh my God, what was the type? Was it Panther Chameleons?
Ooh, for real?
I think it was. They had two different color variations, and it looked like a real lizard. It looked real. I mean, it was unbelievable, and it's all articulated. So Bandai Diversity of Life also made a Nile crocodile. I think they just remade it, like they're gonna resell it again. And on eBay, it goes for like $500. It's so hard to find, and the figure looks so good. That's why when Hyper showed us, the Crocmaster and Fiona, that crocodile is so good for $40. Like I was like, all right, I'm happy with that because I've always wanted that diversity of life. You have to look at the stuff they make. Insects like water beetles that look so real, beetles, butterflies, praying mantis. It's crazy.
Okay.
I'll send you some link. Dude. They're on Big Bad Toy Store, and they sell out fast. It's crazy.
That I don't know much about beetles, but they're so interesting. They're just always cool. Beetles are just neat.
Yeah, they definitely they're tapping into the market of either like schools or people who are crazy collectors who have had beetles. There's people that collect beetles. I used to do tarantulas and scorpions and stuff like that, but it's cool to see that those people can also show that, or also if you're in a classroom, you can show them a really cool representation of that animal. It's nuts. I think their stuff is really cool. I really want to try one day.
RebelScum said he's got the chameleon and it's amazing. So glad you have to check that out, Rebel.
Dude, send us pictures. That's sick.
Yeah.
It literally looks like a real lizard. It's nuts.
I would love to see it. I'm gonna have to look it up. Or if you say either way, if you send it to me, I need to check that out. So it's called Diversity of Life.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like how are you guys putting this much detail into this? How are you doing this? I don't understand. Yeah. It's magic. So when you see it, you're like, whoa, I thought it was the real thing, especially with the beetles.
That's how I feel about Nanmu, dude. That's when you introduced me to them, and I got those JP3 Raptors, the White Queen female and the Blood Knight male. Dude, those you were not lying. Those are some of my favorite pieces. They're incredible. They're phenomenal pieces of art. The sculpt is just superb. The paint application just complements every wrinkle, every crevice, everything. It is so perfect. The off-white on the teeth is like it's like it got a yellow transparency. Oh, it's just a beautiful and like
make it look real,
dude. It's like besides the cuts for the articulation, it's like it's out the movie.
Yeah,
it's so good. Oh, it's beautiful, dude. I will never forget the day that you sent those to me, and I was like, oh my god, I have to get. And then you got me into Beast of the Mesozoic, and I got the Velociraptor Mongoliensis, the 1/6 scale version, and dude, I was just like, seeing a feathered dinosaur was so cool because obviously for years now we've known that they've had feathers, and just like toys just took a while to catch up and stuff. So now that like David Silva is doing that with Creative Beast Studio, it's just really just so fun. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah. And plus feathers are hard to do, and they make it look good. Like Beast of the Mesozoic, they do a good job. So, and I'm excited to see your Smilodon later because I want to see the fur.
Absolutely,
dude. That was my main thing.
To show it off to you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So he did a good job. That's crazy.
I know. You and Hyper really favored the black one, and don't get me wrong, it is a mean look, but it's just something about that. And I told you because I sent you a picture of. I texted you the morning after I got it in the mail from Big Bad. I was just like, dude, that tan version was just calling my name, bro. It's just like, call me. I'm just a basic bitch. Like it's just like the more natural. Yes. Yeah, it's more realistic, natural interpretation. It looks more, and I just like the tan. You can really see all the texture of the hair. I just love it. But don't get me wrong, I'm going to get that black one too because it looks amazing. I want to have, so you know the main piece that comes on the back. So I want to keep the longer one on the tan version and have that be the male, and then I want to keep the shorter one on the black and have her be the female and just have them posted up. I just feel like that would look epic.
That look insane.
Are you going to pick up the Smilodon, bro? I think
I want one. Yeah, and I noticed why the black one's cheaper.
Yeah, it's like 65 or 64.
I thought that was weird, but I guess maybe they have to add more different colors to yours. Yours is not just tan; it's like brown too, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'll grab it real quick. It does. You're exactly right. It's got like really like nice tans and off whites and browns and shades of like orange and stuff. Or here,
wow.
Oh, bro, I think you should. If you're gonna love it, dude. I have no doubt in my mind.
Oh, look at the stripes. Yeah, there's a lot more on that one. That one looks really good,
bro. It's a beauty. Thank you so much.
The mouth articulates. Oh, yes. I didn't know that. I thought it was a swappable. You can swap the head too, right? Or no?
Yes, I will grab it.
So they give you two heads and articulated jaw. That's like NECA would do that.
And cool. Swappable ears. The ear. I don't know if you can. Yeah, dude. Look at that,
hell
dude.
Did that thing get its mouth around anything? That is so crazy.
I was doing some research, and so most modern cats, you know, they can only open their jaws to about 45 to 60 degrees. The Smilodon populator specifically, which was the largest breed, could hyperextend and go up to 140 fucking degrees, bro. Is that not?
And then
imagine this motherfucker coming at you, dude.
And they went for the jugular, and then it's over. It's done. That's so crazy.
You just bleed out. You just bleed
But it's
out.
crazy. They didn't make it, but all these other things like cheetahs in the fossil record, cheetahs today have been in trouble for millions of years. I think for like 19 million years, we've seen them decrease and been in trouble. Why didn't they make it, man? I don't know. I feel like that would have been really cool to see around right now. They need to bring that back.
Dude, it would be scary, but so impressive to see one of these in person. Because, like, dude, you're talking about an animal that here. Let me make myself like even again with you before we do our ranking. This is an animal that they suspect, and I know you know this, Connor, but I was just so fascinated by all my research. This motherfucker could weigh more than the current liger that's living. You're talking about more than 800-900 pounds, like over 1,000 pounds, and like a cat that could be anywhere from over 8 to 10 foot in length, 4 foot. Dude, the only thing I could really think of, and obviously that from research, but like just it being so big, obviously it was such a powerful animal by just how dense and big how big the muscles were. It clearly carried a lot of muscle mass. So like obviously they weren't super fast, but very powerful. And only thing I can think of is like maybe they just ran out of bigger, slower moving prey, and they just couldn't keep up with the smaller game at the time. And it's a really good point, Connor. It's so unfortunate that these aren't around anymore, dude. Because how did the cheetahs make it, but these guys couldn't? You know,
and they were living. I mean, I'm pretty sure not too far apart. Cheetahs have been around for a long, long time. That's so crazy. It looks so good, so I definitely have to get that one. I love the patterning.
Yeah, man, you would love it, bro.
I can't believe the jaw articulates. That's it for me. I needed that. That looks sick.
It's so beautifully done, man. Like, and it doesn't. No matter how wide you open it, it doesn't look. You know how some Mattel figures they have that weird crookedness to it. This just flush. It shuts so flush and even. It's so beautifully done. This is one of my maybe a little recency bias, but this is one of my favorite figures in my collection. It's so beautifully done, man.
And it's his newest thing too. That's like that's his pretty much his most updated thing. That's one of his newest figures, so that's as good as it is. That's amazing.
The one thing I will say is like, I wish there was a little more lateral range. So
right. That's what I said.
Yeah, but that's just, obviously you're not going to put your saber-toothed cats in the splits or anything, but like that's as much lateral range you're going to get.
You should be able to do like a standing pose. Yeah. Especially with the mouth open in the main, and for him to have a wider stance with his legs, that would make more sense. But it still looks
absolutely
awesome.
It's a beautiful piece, man, and I don't regret it one fucking bit. I love it so much.
It looks sick. He did a good job. Is it heavy?
It is. It's got some weight to it. It feels real. That's another thing about Creative Beast Studios, man, is the figures just have like a nice solid quality plastic. Like they have a nice solid feel. Like, and if you drop that thing, it's gonna be fine. Those things are so sturdy, and you can crank on those and pose them how you want to. They're just such good figures. Hey, RebelScum420, it's very funny that you asked that. I'm gonna try to set up an email for either like Stoned Mando email at Gmail or whatever. I'm going to try to do a Stone and Hyper one, Rebel Scum, so that way, like, I want to start doing like an email segment on some of the shows where people can send us pictures of a lot of other content creators do it. They just gotta like get their subscribers and fans to send pictures of their collections, or like Connor, if you get something new and you email it to us, like we'll pull. Like, I just feel like it would be something fun to do, or like y'all can ask us certain questions. And so Rebel Scum, I will work on that very soon, man. Very, very soon. So, so I will pull back up our ranking here. And Connor, man, you're my guest of honor tonight, dude. I'm so happy to have you on with me. I guess what we'll do is we will start from the first picture and just go down the list in order. And I'm going to let you start off, man. So first off, we have the Allosaurus. And where would you rank this?
Am I ranking it as in like how I feel it was in the films, or as an animal itself?
That's a good question.
Because Indominus isn't real, and a couple others, but
yeah,
I feel bad because that Allo did not get any real screen time, and that's the juvenile. And I don't know if you saw the battle at Big Rock. It's a video that came out before Dominion. Yeah, with like the families camping, and the Allosaurus comes in. That was like the most you ever see of him. He's such a cool dinosaur. I don't know if I'm a favor of their design. of that one. Am I going to do design as well because it's their interpretation? You know,
how about we just do it based on the animal itself and how like cool factor and what it's capable of instead of like, because you got a good point. The Allosaurus didn't really get. There's a couple animals on here that didn't get really that much screen time, so it would be kind of an injustice to judge it that way. So we'll do like coolness and just animal factor. I think that'd be more fun. What do you think?
Allo would be up there. Then they called him the lion of the Jurassic. So they know they hunted in packs too. They're pretty awesome. And then you have a couple of different families too of them too, like the Jimencetti and then the other one. And then you also have another dinosaur that lived at the same time called Saurophaganax. Crazy name, but it was a bigger version of that Allosaurus, and they actually have it in its own. Like it's a totally different species, but it is related. Kind of neat, or cousin rather. I put them at A for sure.
Okay. Or do you want or S? I just put them there so because I didn't know where do you think
he's put them on S? If that's fine. That's one of the most successful dinosaurs to ever live.
Didn't they live before the Tyrannosaurus? Like about 150 million?
A long time ago in the Jurassic and maybe even earlier. We don't really know. You know, they did find a new fossil a couple years ago in Skane, Sweden that showed some really compelling stuff that there was animals that looked similar to that much earlier. So he could have even lived earlier. They were really successful, but that one's a really cool one. That's one of my favorite dinosaurs, man, for sure. I actually have a custom figure from I already forget the name of the poor guy. I think it was Jurassic Justin was his name. So this is from a really cool Allosaurus documentary I saw when I was a kid called The Ballad of Big Al. And if you guys ever can find that, it's definitely worth watching even to this day.
That's a beautiful piece, dude.
All by one guy. I mean, like the detail is nutty here. So
man,
really, really cool. But that's one of my favorite dinosaurs.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did that run you? If you don't mind me asking.
So the bigger one was like 300 or more, but this was a smaller one, and I got it for 176.
So to some people, that may sound like a lot, but for somebody that's doing this independently, that's a lot of time, effort, and paint, and that's a beautiful looking figure, man. That is so fucking cool looking.
And he's like a younger guy too, so it's like good for you, man.
That's amazing, dude. That's so rad. I've actually heard of him before, not only just from you as well, but like other like YouTubers I've heard mention them.
Andy got me in
dinosaur reviews.
He started buying them and he kept promoting them. Oh, hey, Mama Mando.
Awesome. Thank you for coming by, Mom. Love you. All right, and we will get back to real quick. Word to love. Rebel Scum says, "Word to love that." I have many picks of customs. Dude, yeah, man. I would love to. I want to start being more interactive. Obviously, y'all know how we are when we do Stone and Hyper when I'm streaming. I love interacting with the chat. I love talking with y'all. Y'all make this. Y'all are part of the reason why we do it this way. You know, it's fun. So I definitely want to do more stuff so I can see stuff that y'all are working on, what y'all's collections look like. I feel like that would be like a lot of fun, man. You know, so very, very. Well, I will work on that very soon, Rebel Scum. So we got the Allosaurus in S tier here. Absolutely awesome animal. So now that I know for sure, for people that don't know, this is an animal that like this. The Tyrannosaurus was about 70, 75 million years ago, 68, something like that. This was even before the time of the Tyrannosaurus. So this guy actually met like a Stegosaurus per se, whereas the Tyrannosaurus never even came across a Stegosaurus. I just find that
and Diplodocus too.
They hunted Diplodocus as well, or they came before Diplodocus?
Or no, Diplodocus lived in their time back in the Jurassic.
That's so cool. I did not realize that. That's crazy, man. Allosaurus is, and I love the Hammond collection figure of the Allosaurus too. And I'm sure you're familiar. Connor, you might have. Do you have the Creative Beast Studio Allosaurus?
Yeah, I have right here. Actually, I have the new one by the Cyberzoic or whatever. Yeah, but I have the Blurg saddle and my Lemurian lizard man riding him. Unfortunately, so he is awesome.
Wow, that's sick, bro. I love that. That's
dude,
fucking awesome.
But one of probably the best Allosaurus you can get. This thing is nuts. Worth it.
Beautiful, man.
He was expensive. I
want that green one. Like 130, 120.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Worth it. The green one, I could not decide which one I wanted. I could not. But I guess his color looks better.
You like that? Is that more natural looking? Because the green one's a little exotic looking. It's a little loud.
Way too, like an iguana or something. You know, it's a little much. But this one's worth getting.
Yellows. That one's so cool, dude. Thank you for showing it, man. I love that.
He's awesome. Definitely worth grabbing. Piece of the Mesozoic, Nanmu, and poor Rebor. Hope Rebor sticks around. They're the best. Also, PNSOs, awesome. But they don't do articulate.
I almost bought my first PNSO this weekend. I was looking at the not the Zool and Ankylosaurus. It was the other one. I forget the model name. I was also looking at Doyle, one of their Triceratops.
Triceratops Doyle, yeah.
Oh my god, that thing is. My wife, she likes most of my stuff that I get, but like some of the dinosaurs, she'll be like, "Oh, that's cute. That's this. That's that." When I showed her the Triceratops, she was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, that thing is like, dude, it's such a gorgeous done piece."
They're real. I mean, China is one of the countries that really is. I guess, yeah, it's like America. I really feel like the U.S. and China, and maybe Brazil, I guess South America, they're like the biggest dino lovers. And Germany, too, is a big one, too. They're like the biggest dino lovers. So it's like, if it's coming from China, they know their stuff. And their dinosaurs are super unique to where they were from, too. That's why PNSO, you'll see a lot of Chinese dinosaurs, which is cool, like Sinraptor. So you get to learn about all these weird animals that lived in their side of the world, man. But I love seeing...
Absolutely.
You know, I know if they're a master, if they have the passion for it, PNSO, man, they are so passionate about it. I think you should definitely get one. They're cheap too. You know, like $30, $20 for some.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great.
For a scientifically accurate, like, portrayal of that's, and I know they're not, you know, like you said, they're not articulated, but they're still just so cool, man, and very affordable too.
And the mouths articulate on most of them, which is really cool. And a lot of them, it's kind of funny, like they have human names.
Cool. Hell yeah, dude! This is a nice little touch. Technically, it's one POA, one point of articulation.
Right?
There's no articulation. Mom, thank you so much for the $1.99. Love you, Mom. Thank you.
Thank you.
So next we have one of my favorite dinosaurs, probably in my top 3 favorite of all time in general of dinosaurs. We have the Ankylosaur. So Connor, you're the dinosaur man, bro. You were the expert. I am but the humble apprentice. So what do you where do you think the Ankylosaur? I would put him like B or A. What do you think, bro? I need to know.
I agree. Or I mean, yeah, I definitely agree. Okay. I would say A or S. Just how weird is that evolution gave him the most amazing armor? I bet you nothing hunted those. I bet you the only thing they had to deal with was just other males during breeding season. Like, they could break the foot or ankles of anything, you know. Even Diplodocus, a long neck with a whipped tail, could really kill something. So that's really cool. It's such a badass animal, man. It's a tank.
You said it, bro. It's literally a walking tank, and it's just like one of the, like you said, the fact that nature gave it that armor. I doubt anything really. I'm sure it was hunted, but like I'm sure it was out of times of desperate need. Because obviously, any kind of other theropod or whatever, other predator is not gonna. It's gonna see that thing and be like, it's not worth me getting hurt to get that meal, you know. But they are just so fucking cool, and I just love. They're so fascinating to me. Like, it's kind of like I've always found armadillos, and we've been. Ever since the floods in Louisiana, Katrina in 2014 or whenever that was, the amount of armadillos that we get here in South Carolina has just been astronomical over the past couple years. So just the fact that nature gave them their own armor is just so cool. It's so badass, man.
Yeah, I was just looking at where he's from. Yeah, North America, late Cretaceous. That's so crazy. So he would have possibly have actually encountered a Tyrannosaurus. That is so crazy to me. Let me see. I would like to know exactly where he's from.
Was it found like? Was it like Colorado? Like maybe, or like Colorado or fucking like the La Brea tar pits in Los Angeles, I believe, or or like
Montana,
Utah, maybe
Hell Creek.
Montana.
He's in the Hell Creek
That was
formation.
Hell Creek, of course.
So
Of
yeah,
course.
that's where
Hell
everything's
Creek is
found.
rich.
With everything. Like, that's so funny. So yeah, he lived there. So I don't know. I wonder if a T-Rex would even go up against something like that. I just totally forgot exactly when he lived. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure. I can look it up real quick. I wonder.
Yeah, it says he's from the Hell Creek Formation, late Cretaceous in United States. It's kind of crazy. Not too large though. He's only 5 feet tall. Very small.
Okay, so yeah, it probably would definitely around the T-Rex, 83.5 to 66 million years ago. So most certainly came across T-Rex.
That's crazy.
At some point in time. Yeah, dude. For people that don't know, like people are like, oh, dinosaurs are fake. They fake fossils. Like, dude, there are fossils everywhere, man. You know, like Hell Creek is one of the most like rich area. They have found so many specimens and have done so many excavations and digs, and still have hundreds of excavations and digs currently going on, continually to find even more. Like they're just continuing under more layers of sediment and rock, and it's just so cool, man. It's so rad. And Galactic Artisan, what's up, bro? Thank you for coming by, man. Hope you're having a good night, Eric.
Hey, Galactic Artisan.
Hell yeah, thank you for hanging out, bro. Thank you, man. Ranking some dinosaurs, bro. I know you've been kind of Connor, you've been even kind of influencing. I think Galactic's about to start picking up some dinos because of you too.
Good. I just found out that not too long ago that Galactic Artisan, he lived not too far from me in Claremont, like back in the day, like not too long ago.
Oh no way!
So he lived down the same road that I lived on, like maybe 6-7 miles away. It's pretty hilarious,
dude. Small world. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, have you ever been to Lake Louisa State Park? And he was like, yeah, the trails are great there. It's like, that's where I found my arrowheads. That's where I used to catfish and do all sorts of fun stuff. So that's weird. Small world.
That's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah, man. That's crazy. So I think this is, what did we decide? Is this the Apatosaurus or what is this? After the Indominus Rex attacks in the first Jurassic World?
Oh, I would totally say that. I would go with the Apatosaurus. I'll look it up. That made me so sad seeing all them dead. I didn't even want to know when it killed them all. Let me see. I think you're right, dude.
Sport, bro. For fucking sport. Oh, I wish I could see this right now. I don't know why it doesn't show the fucking, but I love that you're using them, Mom. LOL, yeah, we definitely would be hanging out if I was still down. I have no doubt y'all would be, man. Hyper and GXB actually just met today at a local con today.
That's so cool.
Pretty cool. I was so happy, man. I was like, man, I bet y'all had a great time. And he said we did, and I just so cool, man. To have people like linking up.
Cody, you're 100% right. It's a Apatosaurus. It's
awesome. Okay, sweet. That's sweet.
Sick. I didn't even know. I totally.
Hey, bro, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, bro. Like I was so obsessed. Like what kid isn't? Like I said, like I know at some point every kid goes through a dinosaur phase, but like I was obsessed. Like I was one of those kids, dude. And like when I came across your channel and I seen you doing these dinosaurs, I was like, you know what, dude? I have Star Wars action figures and a couple Marvel. I was like, why? I should get a couple dinosaurs. And then, dude, y'all, for people in chat that aren't aware, so we had 12 people in here. Please hit that motherfucking like button. Greatly appreciate it. Check out Connor Calaruso. My buddy Connor here is practically the entire reason for these two shelves of animals and creatures behind me, dude. Like, I actually have another shelf, another one of these put together just for animals that I haven't put together yet because of this dude. Dude, thank you for introducing me, man. I'm just having such a ball collect because, like, for as far as Star Wars goes, I've really kind of collected like my main core valued characters and like movies and stuff like that. Now I'm just kind of like filling in the hole. So like having this to collect, dude, has been so much fun. I have been doing, like I said at the beginning of the stream, so much research. I know you're such a fan of learning new things too as well. Like, yeah, just such a fun hobby, man. I love collecting toys, man. All right, guys, it's time. All right, well, real quick. I like this. What's the best raptor that I can get that scales well with the Black Series figures? Connor, you want to tackle this one, bro? I have some in mind.
Which raptors would scale best with the Black Series figures? So You know what? Like the Mattel Hammond Collection Atrociraptor would be a pretty small version, like with the Black Series. But I think like if you know, like the Jurassic Park 3 Raptor. Let me get it right here. I'll get the Jurassic Park 1 Raptor over here because that one's even bigger. But they scale pretty damn well. Sorry. Whoops. Sorry.
Dude, is that the Shadow Blade Nanmu?
Yeah. I got it on Macari from some awesome reason. It doesn't come out on Big Bad yet. I was like so mad.
I know.
So I was so happy to
pre-order. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
I feel lucky to have it. But yeah, it scales really well with the Black Series. I'm so sorry. I can't. But it looks
You're good, bro. I love those Nanmu Raptors so much.
Yeah, Nanmu's a good one. And for $50, you're gonna have like the best looking version of that Raptor. I feel like I do. Yeah, I would go with a Nanmu, man. They would scale pretty great. That looks like Jurassic Park size to me. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like 1/12 scale, man. I really do. And now Galactic, I will totally support Connor. Those Nanmu Raptors, I know sometimes $50 is a little bit pricey to some people, and I totally understand that.
Hammond collection.
I have here something a little more.
Whoa! What is that? Is that the new one?
No, you're right. It's the Amber collection. It's the Lost World Tiger Stripe.
Oh, it looks really good though. What the hell?
It does, doesn't it, man? And the reason I like the 6-inch version, because like on the Hammond collection Lost World or the Raptors in general, they can't fit in. They're like, because it's just so small. They can't fit joints and hinges in on that little bits of plastic. So the 6-inch version, you have elbow hinges, wrist hinges, different points in the ankles, and I just love it, dude. This is such a great figure, man.
That looks better than the new one that they just had come out for the Hammond collection. They fucked that one up, but that looks way better.
Dude, does it not? I swear.
That's why I was like, wait, is that the new one? What is that? It looks awesome.
Dude,
that's awesome. That's
honestly, Connor, it's so funny that you say that, dude, because I feel the same way about Delta. Like, I was excited to get her. Like, when I got the hand, then I was like, oh, the mouth that looks like. I still love it. It's still fun. For $15, you can't beat it.
Right,
It's just like, dude, this is just like this.
And how much was that one? Like, not too much more, right?
Like 20. I think you can get it on Amazon right now for $32, and if you look on Walmart, you can find it for $28.
Get that one.
The one thing, bro, is, and this is if you're not like me and Connor, and you know what to look out for scientifically accurate to paleontology wise, the hips on these guys are like really little protrude. That's not like, it's a little weird looking, and Velociraptors were much slender, but that's like, it's a fucking toy, you know. But like, some people are really weird about the proportions on, which I get it. It is like inaccurate to the animal and entire like. The hips don't look like this in the movie. So, like, people pointing that out, they have a valid concern to point that out. But other than that, dude, this is such a bendable wire tail, great articulation. The paint on this guy is really cool. The one thing I don't like is I don't really care for the gold eye. I don't really like how that looks. I feel like they could have done, like, some other color, and it would have looked a lot better. But
isn't his eye supposed to be green? For the Lost World,
I think the Nanmu. Yeah.
I just know Nanmu. That looks really good, by the way. So that's deceptively nice,
man. Thank you.
That's way better than the new one.
I love your Shadow Blade, dude. I want that one so bad. It looks so good.
And then they have the orange one coming out. You should pre-order that one. That will be pretty crazy.
Oh, Nanmu's got the oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It keeps going in and out of pre-order for some reason. I don't know if people are like canceling.
Yeah, because I was just about to say, Connor, I thought they went out, and then the next time I looked, it was up, and then literally I looked again, and then it was gone. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" So I was like, "I'm not even gonna fuck with it." You know how I am about pre-orders again.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it a long time. I pre-ordered it a while ago. I'm just leaving the orange one there. I just got lucky to find it,
dude.
I am so sorry. Can I run to the restroom real quick? It'll be 10 seconds.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, dude. Do your thing, bro. Heck yeah. So what collection is that from? I'm probably hitting record. Yeah. So the ones that Nanmu, Eric, is the ones that that Connor was showing you. This is Amber collection. This is by Mattel. Very awesome. And then I do have two more I'm going to show you. So these two are more expensive Galactic, but these are so rad, bro. This is one of my favorite Velociraptors in my collection, dude. And Connor convinced me to get these. I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. Sorry, I was trying to get my... Oh, dude, you're so welcome, homie. You're welcome, bro. So this is the Jurassic Park 3 Nanmu Velociraptor. And, dude, this thing is just a work of art. And if you notice see how the hips are slender? They're not, like, protruding out like on the... Just a little more accurate to the film and to the actual animals themselves. But this is just... Look at that blue. Look at the blue around the eye and the red. It just really helps pop. Oh, bro, you're good, bro. You're good. Such a well done, beautiful looking animal, dude. So intimidating.
Yeah, I have mine. I have both of them right up here. I look at them every day. They look so good. They're definitely worth getting, honestly. You guys won't be.
They are, dude. They're worth shelling out the extra money for. It really is, dude. Best 55. Now the White Queen, the female, is she's like $54 or something like that, and I think the male is like $60. Yeah, it is. You wouldn't think that little bit of a paint makes a difference, but
maybe the quills. I don't know.
Yeah, because it is like a new deco. It'd be like a different sculpt, but other than that, like from the head down, they're the same exact sculpt from what I remember when I was doing my review on them.
I will show you this. So you know how ours have the quills, right? So Nanmu first made the white one and this one as statues.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the male like this, the female was looking up. Did you ever see those? They were
yes.
I didn't get to buy them. They went out so fast, but the male did not have quills on its head. They couldn't, I guess they couldn't figure out how to do it. And then with these cheaper figures, you get the quills. So it's like they figured it out. So it's just kind of funny that this is like the best rendition of that you can get. And like you said, the articulation is nuts. So
cool,
definitely worth getting.
And
I think it's worth getting.
Oh, bro, absolutely. Absolutely. Some people are turned off by all the cuts for the articulation, and I can understand that. But at the same time, man, like you're buying it for the purpose of articulate full range of movement. So like I just feel like it's so beautifully done. I can look past that, honestly. And hey, R2G2, what's up, man? Thanks for coming by and hanging out, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. We're ranking some dinosaurs tonight, man. I got my good buddy Connor on, just having a good night, man. Good Saturday night. Been looking forward to this all fucking week. We were going to do Stone and Hyper. He's got some family stuff going on, family in town. Then he went to a con to meet up with GXB. Excited to have you here, bro. And so he had to cancel. No big deal. So I was like, I still want to stream. I still want to hang out. So I was like, you know what? I need to get my boy Connor on. Let's talk about some animals, some dinos. And here we are, man. We're here. And Eric, the tails on both the Hammond collection, Amber collection, and the Nanmu, they're all wired rubber tails, which is really cool. Really fun. Okay, so we have the Apatosaurus, man. And obviously not as big, definitely a big animal. There's no doubt about that. You're talking about a couple tons, of course, but not the biggest of sauropods. Where would you rank? Still, wouldn't want to be fuddled with by many predators, but where would you put this guy on the ranking, the Apatosaurus?
As for like my favorite, I would put C.
I think that's fair.
I was more of a predator.
I think C's fair. And then we have the Baryonyx, which is, for people that don't know, the Baryonyx is also very. I'll just clear this up with Connor. I always get them confused with the Suchomimus, which the Suchomimus was bigger, and they are both capable of swimming, and were both pescivores. They mostly ate fish and like shellfish and stuff like that, due to the nature of how their teeth were like oval shaped and curved inward, like recurved to pull prey in. So, and also like kind of similar hooked jaws, similar to the Spinosaurus, very similar. And they were a part of the Spinosauridae family. So while they do not have the sail that the Spinosaurus, I think there's 3 different breeds of Spinosaurus that rock the sail out of the like 10 or 12 subspecies, if I'm not mistaken. The Baryonyx here is the smaller, from what I understand, out of the Suchomimus and the Spinosaurus. So, with that being said, dude, how do you feel about the the Baryonyx, and please feel free to spit some facts and educate me even more, dude. Because I'm limited. I'm going off my limited knowledge of what I know. You know,
This to me, this was like one of my favorite dinosaurs as a kid, if not. Like I just thought it was so cool. He has this. He was definitely a fish eater, and they know that because he had this prominent claw that they did not show in the Spinosaurs in the new movie, by the way.
I didn't know you had a figure.
Oh yeah, this is by Nanmu.
Oh,
this is the Baryonyx.
Oh, I love that.
They made two, Calypso and Santiago. This is the female Calypso, and they also had the other version laying down as well, and a nest with eggs. I just decided to get this one. That was
beautiful,
awesome,
man.
But that prominent claw was there for grabbing fish, and also the toy came with a toy gar.
It's Galactic.
The fish. Like
no way, bro.
Yeah, it was really cool. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's awesome. So definitely really, really cool animal. A fish eater. I don't know if he would be spending much time swimming, but definitely like they're saying about
shallow water or so.
Yeah, walking in there up to his knees, waist, waiting for stuff to come by, but definitely larger fish using that claw to grab and hook onto prey and pull it up.
Yeah. So were they capable of? Did they have denser bones for buoyancy, or were they like mostly they didn't really submerge into the water, Connor?
Yeah, they don't think of these guys as doing any swimming, really. They see them going in shallow water and stuff like that, and probably eating smaller dinosaurs as well. So not just fish, but what a really weird thing. And definitely a stronger snout and a stronger jaw than that of like, oh my God, what was the other one? And they just had a paper come out about that one too. I'm trying to think of the name. It's another... It's not Suchomimus. Was it Suchomimus? Or it was Irritator? Have you ever heard of Irritator?
Yeah, I've heard of the Irritator, man.
Weird animal. But they just published a paper where they think that its bottom jaw could open like a pelican when it swallowed fish. So they're getting to it made it look like a pelican now. So they keep changing what Spinosauruses look like. So it's interesting. And what they did was pretty cool.
That's crazy. That is very cool, dude. And something else that I wanted. It's a fascinating animal, man. Like any kind of theropod is just any kind of carnivorous animal to me is badass, and predator in general. But pardon me, excuse me. Something else that I found fascinating is like, I'm not sure about the Baryonyx specifically, but I know the Suchomimus and the Spinosaurus. I know the Suchomimus, and I'm sure this is the same for the Baryonyx. Isn't their nostrils like really far up? Like their snout comes down and their nostrils like very up high, like near their eyes, just so they can like their snouts could dip in the water and they still breathe.
Yes,
which is crazy, bro.
So they can keep their mouth in the water too.
Yes,
and wait silently. Like one time, I was going off-roading in Groveland at night. It was raining. I was in the middle of nowhere, dude, looking for animals. And there was a little creek, but there was like a waterfall coming out. It was like this big. And I looked and there's an alligator 4 foot with his mouth open with the water just going in his mouth and coming out, waiting for something to fall into his mouth. I thought that was cool.
That's crazy.
I've never seen them do that. I thought only caimans did that, but obviously they know how to do that too. So I could imagine them doing stuff like that, waiting silently, waiting, for something to come by and grab it.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
I can see it.
Very interesting. Yeah, dude. That's good. That's wild. And then you had me. I was about to say something else. I lost my train of thought there. But so Pescivore, decent size. Obviously not as big as the Suchomimus. Would you say like maybe B or C tier, Connor?
Yeah. I'll let you put it either or. Definitely.
I'm gonna put B for now, and if we need to move them around later, we can always do that. I just feel like, Baryonyx, and for people that don't know, I highly recommend watching Camp Cretaceous. That is actually what introduced me to the Baryonyx.
Really?
So I was like, yeah, dude, that show is so good, man. The writing is so good. It looks like it's animated because it looks kiddie, but like there's a lot of deep shit in there, dude. It's so good. Oh, my cousin Brandon, he's talking about he really liked the Quetzalcoatlus, Connor. He loves the Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah, man.
I love the design of that one. It looks so good.
It's so cool. Hell yeah, dude. That's my cousin I went and saw the movie with. Brandon, this is my good buddy Connor, dude. This is the dude who got me back into collecting dinosaur figures and stuff like that, man. Very, very good friend of mine, dude. So we got the Allosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Baryonyx, and the Apatosaurus. Next up, we have the probably one of the most prolific and well known. This is, to me, the Brachiosaurus is like the Brachiosaurus for sauropods is like what the Tyrannosaurus is for theropods. Like, it's just that definitive big dinosaur that eats leaves that everybody knows and goes to, and it's just like so well known and prolific. And it one of the bigger sauropods, not the biggest sauropod, but definitely like in towards the larger section for sure. Like, obviously not as big as, if some people are familiar, I know Connor is, of course, but like a Titanosaur or Diplodocus. I believe the Diplodocus was a little bit bigger than the Brachiosaurus, from what I understand.
They were one of the longest.
Okay.
Diplodocus was huge.
Yeah,
but
dude.
they were one of the longest. It's nuts. Yeah, I would have loved.
Okay, so not as much tall, but long.
Yeah, so long.
Okay. Hey, if you hear me say something that's like a little off, please feel free to correct me, because I want to know what I'm saying is like, I don't want to spread misinformation, so I would just want to.
No worries.
Yeah,
you're always spot on, bro. That was perfect. It is.
Thank you, bro.
It's not as big as the rest for sure, but it's definitely long as hell. But yeah, it did not have as much mass as some of those other ones had.
And it's just and let alone, I know we're not doing it from the movie time because some of these dinosaurs didn't get much screen time, but that was such a like pivotal and like emotional part of the movie when like you get to see Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant there with Hammond, and like they see a real life dinosaur for the first time, and like the CGI effects from 1993 here in 2025 still hold up so incredibly well. It's so crazy to me, man. It's so crazy. But obviously, like I said, we're not doing it on the movie. We're doing it based on the animal and its cool factor abilities. Honestly, for the Brachiosaurus, man, not many predators, didn't get fucked with a lot. Pretty decent sized sauropod. I'd say A or B, Connor. Where do you think we throw this one, bro?
I agree. Definitely A or B. Maybe B? Because I'm a big predatory guy. I think carnivores are the best. Honestly.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And that, like I said, we can always move stuff around or whatever, too. All right. I'm going to be biased for this, bro. But I got to be real. Carnotaurus was not the biggest of the theropods, but this is like a medium-sized theropod, probably about anywhere from a third to maybe half the size of a full-grown Tyrannosaur, but just the sheer design and the horns on their head. We actually have skin impressions of this animal, which is so fucking cool to me. So we actually know what their skin fucking looked like, which is just anytime I look at skin impression fossils, it's just so rad to me. So in my mind, I would put this dinosaur S tier every day, but we got to be real. I think I would put this guy either A or B for me personally. Connor, how do you feel, bro? And feel free to spit any facts too.
S, because that's one of my favorite dinosaurs of all time.
Okay.
Honestly, Carnotaurus is one of the best. That was one of the fastest, if not the fastest, two-legged dinosaur we've ever discovered. Was Carnotaurus.
Really?
It's crazy. They can tell by its gait and its hips. That thing was extremely fast.
Wow.
Its arms, it didn't have wrists like it does in the movies. It didn't actually have wrists. Its hands just connected. They could see that the arms were connected by a ball joint, so it could lift its little arms up. That's all it could do. And then they just went down. So it was really an alien. I mean, its arms were really pressed against its body, and they believe for like mating, it could lift them up and show like blue or whatever the hell. Just weird, like a bird. But that one, I love him. 4 fingers, a Belisaurid family. He had a lot of different family members. One of my favorites is Rajasaurus from India. That's one of its cousins. Another one is Majungasaurus from Madagascar. This is so cool. That's its cousin. That's pretty cool.
I know that. Yeah. Majunga was bigger, wasn't it? Or no? About the same size?
Definitely stockier. Yeah. Probably bigger. I would say. Wow. Definitely.
Awesome, dude.
That's Carno so cool. was a thinner framed. Its head was definitely not as broad as like Disney and the movies give it. It had a more thinner head, but he was a really good hunter. That thing was extremely fast. I would love to look up how fast they thought it could run. I totally forget, but I remember them saying they believe it's the fastest dinosaur. It's pretty crazy.
I'm looking at it right now, bro.
Yeah, I would love to know, because I totally remember seeing that or reading that.
Dude, I was gonna say I would guess anywhere from like 40 miles an hour. 30 to 35 is what they suspect. Very interesting, dude.
It says, Carnotaurus is considered one of the fastest large carnivorous dinosaurs It was a pursuit predator built for speed with powerful legs. It's kind of cool.
I did not know that actually, dude. Very cool.
It's just, you know, like the paleontologist, like Jack Horner, I love him and hate him at the same time. He did so much for the movies, but he really was a big proponent of saying T-Rex was a scavenger, which is like one of the craziest things.
Yeah.
You know, for all those dinosaur lovers ever think of, like, oh yeah, so you have the most powerful bite, you know, to eat dead stuff. So these guys get these big ideas in there, and they have no. They don't even, you know, they don't go out and see how other animals act, and they're not wildlife people either. They're just paleontologists. I think that is also a detriment to. You should understand a little bit about other life forms that live here, so give you a better idea that something like that isn't going to be looking for freaking dead prey. That thing is going to be killing them. That's kind of cool,
dude. You're totally right, bro. You're totally right. What were you going to say? What were you saying?
Oh no, just that it was. It definitely was a Carnotaurus was a really successful hunter. I really like. That's one of my favorite dinosaurs of all time, man. It's those things, and its design, its look. I say design, but its look is nuts. One of the more out there ones. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Oh no, you're good, bro. I was going off what you were saying about, like, you know, some people not having time in the field with like actual current animals that have evolved obviously from ancestors, whether or not they were in the same like genera of family or whatever. But the reason they are able to, you know, put together so much about whether it be dinosaurs for like Jurassic, Triassic, Cretaceous, or Pliocene, whatever, Cenozoic, whatever time period or whatever animal, whether it be reptilian or whatever. It's very fascinating to me. Like, obviously, we know so much about the Smilodon, for instance. Like, we know what we know based off that just because of like all the big cats and felines that we know about in the current day and age. Like, we study lions, tigers, fucking bobcats, cougars, panthers. We like lynxes. There's so many different subgenera of feline, canine. There's just a lot of different species of all of us, man. You know,
and they all do weird. And some of them do different things than others. It's like, I'll take that into consideration before you make a big paper like that and try to change everyone's view about something like that. I couldn't stand it. As a kid, I couldn't stand it. Like, you know, so I knew I couldn't be the only one.
It makes total, like, dude, the Spinosaurus killing the T-Rex. In the movie, it's cool, but like in real life, it's clear the width of you're talking about 2 to 3 foot wide of a Tyrannosaurus jaw, with like the amount of bone density meant to carry so much muscle mass, whereas the Spinosaurus is like a foot wide and narrow and like does not have the musculature or same bone density as a Tyrannosaurus. Like, dude, it would take one bite in the right place for a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Again, now, granted, you know, other factors like environment, if they're in the water and injuries and stuff like that, I'm sure it could come into play, but it's just like, yeah, dude, to try to rewrite it. And I didn't know that. The fact that Jack Horner was trying to tell people that the Tyrannosaurus was a scat, that's crazy to me, bro. And
they're pushing that hard in the 2000s. That was their thing.
That's wild. That's insane. Like you said, why would they have the most deadly, powerful jaws to eat dead shit? That makes no sense. Nature gave it that for a fucking reason, you know? Right. Crazy, man. Crazy. Ian Malcolm, nature finds a way. Next up, we have the so, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I don't really know a lot about the Ceratosaurus, but it's one of the coolest looking. Very similar to the Carnotaurus, but it's got the horn. And I remember in Jurassic Park 3 when they're digging through the Spino shit to get the satellite phone, and the Carnotaurus walks up and like smells him. He's like, "Oh hell!" Walks it off. You know, that shit was funny. But can you tell me?
Yeah, did you see the juvenile fossil that just sold? It was one of the most expensive fossils. It sold like 3 days ago or something like that. It was like national news. So that juvenile, it sold way more. All right, so it was a juvenile Ceratosaurus fossil, full body, pretty much almost complete. I'm sure they did a lot of restoration, but it looks great. And they were estimating it's going to sell for $6 million. It sold for $26 million at the auction the other day. So literally just the other day, I was going to send it in the group chat. I should have sent it.
Damn it, bro.
Because it just happened. It was like, I couldn't believe it either. It was so cool. So, and some rich guy's going to get that in his foyer or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
They were a really cool
Exactly,
animal.
dude.
They got kind of big and they got kind of long, but not T-Rex size, not Allosaurus size. They had the largest teeth, I think, of any carnivore, like to the body, like the largest teeth to body ratio. Like they had huge teeth. I just thought they're one of the main ones you learn about when you're younger. I always loved that one. I've always loved Baryonyx. I've always loved Allosaurus. Yeah, I think Cerato is, and I believe Ceratosaurus is part of the Abelosaurid family, if I'm not mistaken, and it's related to Carnotaurus in a way. I think.
Oh, sweet!
I
Interesting.
think it is. If it's an Abelosaurid, then it is. Ceratosaurus.
Connor, would you mind if I grab a fan from my living room real quick?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Is it hot? It's probably super hot over there. It's been
bro,
so
dude,
hot here.
bro, you're in Florida, dude. It was 100 today. It was just like, bro, South Carolina, just cooker, bro, cooker. People don't understand humid heat, bro. And me and you in Florida, we have an understanding. They're humid heat compared to dry. People are like in Arizona or in Mexico, they're like, oh, y'all don't know hot. No, motherfucker, y'all don't know hot. A humid heat compared to a dry heat is so much different, dude. It's so much different. You cannot drink or hydrate yourself. Like, you are pouring so much sweat when it's humid here. You cannot drink the amount of fluid that you are like expiring. It is insane.
And I sweat so much too. It's unbelievable.
Just like, I'm sure you do, especially with you doing pest control. You're in attics and outside and shit. Like, I'm sure by the time, bro, I work outside, like in a warehouse. So like, I know me and you are the same, bro. I know when we get home, you're just like wet, like you just drenched or like damp. I
take everything off and just go in the shower. I can't live with it anymore.
I can't live with it anymore.
I gotta shave my head too. It's so hot. I hate having long hair. My hair grows so fast, and I'm just so lazy to get it cut. I always get it cut super short too.
Yeah,
I will. I love it. I love the feeling. You finally feel the breeze on you. Like this is a helmet. I hate it. But yeah, dude, no worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my fan, but real quick before I grab R2 Drew 2 says, curious if y'all are on a Dino specific Discord. I don't know of any. But that would be fun. Either. That would be fun, dude. That would be so much fun.
Some crazies in there, and that'd be fun too.
Yeah, dude.
I've never been in one of those. That would be interesting.
You never been in a Discord?
No, I am with the knife forums. Like those people are
sweet.
Wild.
That's cool. That's cool, dude. Yeah, dude, Discord is great. Like it's just threads on threads on threads on threads. It's crazy, bro.
I love hearing people's opinions too, because it's like it's not only on YouTube. When I go on Reddit and stuff, I'm like reading better stuff than I've seen people make videos on. So I love that. So that would be fun for sure.
That's amazing, bro. Well, hey man, I'll be right back, dude.
No worries. Yeah, it says Ceratosaurus, Abelosaurid are both types of theropod dinosaurs, but they belong to different clades within that group. So Ceratosaurus is a more basal, early diverging ceratosaurian. So I guess it is related to Carnotaurus in a sense. It did have 4 fingers, but I don't think on its 4th finger it had a fingernail, which is kind of weird. But let's get on here. Let's see here. Yeah, I would love to go onto a dino-specific Discord. That'd be kind of cool. R2 Drew 2. That'd be pretty cool. I'm curious. I wonder. Oh, so Lord Sosa, you saw Rebirth. I'd love to know if you liked it. Did you enjoy the Quetzalcoatlus? Looked absolutely beautiful. They spent so much money on that thing. The freaking hairs and details on the neck, the quills, the beak. It looked so good. I was very happy with that. I was so happy with that. The figure looks very basic compared to it, but I'm still happy with the figure that I got too. I can't wait for the Hammond collection version of all that stuff. Awesome. But yeah, it's definitely a fun thing getting into dinosaurs, my friends.
Sorry, everybody. Your boy's got some muscle, but I also got some fat, so your boy gets hot very fast.
It's unbelievable. They don't know what it's like, man.
Oh, they don't know what it's like, bro. Corrina, I definitely am so ready to pick Connor's brain about more of that movie, dude. Very, very interested to hear more of that. And So what do you say, man? Ceratosaurus maybe about A?
Yeah, definitely.
That's fair, dude. That's fair. And we do have the compy, very dainty, small animal. Like you're talking about, literally smaller than even a velociraptor. Very, very tiny. Like maybe like what, kind of like a meter or two long. So if that.
Yeah, if that. Yeah, they're so tiny. And in the books, they were way more menacing because in the books they were venomous, which is really cool.
Oh,
and I don't
wow.
know if you remember. There's a scene in the books where they get onto the mainland while Hammond was making the park and growing these dinosaurs. When you see him in the first movie, Rexy's like 5 years old. So I want to see a prequel TV show about how he built the park and all the things that happened.
Amazing.
In the book begins when you're in like you're somewhere in the Yucatan. It's this woman who's a nurse, and they get this kid who's working on the park. He got bit by a raptor, and he's foaming at the mouth because they're venomous too. But also, there's a scene where the compies sneak into a baby's room, and they eat the baby while it's in the crib. It's kind of crazy.
Damn, that's intense.
They were way more intense in the movies than in the book. I feel like, in reality, it would have been
intro
creature.
Yeah. And then wasn't there a Carnotaurus that could camouflage?
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the second book. Oh,
that's scary.
So cool.
Oh, that's Lost World. That's right.
It's so cool.
That's crazy, bro. That's correct. Because then what wasn't it like? It was genes from the cuttlefish, wasn't it? That was in their DNA.
In the book, they did it. I believe they looked like chameleons, and there's people that made custom figures of the Carnotaurus from the book, and it has like chameleon eyes, and it's green. And that's where the Indominus got the idea to make the Indominus color changing. Before that movie was coming out, they leaked that it could change color, and everyone was freaking out thinking that it was going to be the color changing Carnotaurus from the book. We all thought that. It would have been cool, but we still got a really neat animal. But yeah, in the book they could change. It was so cool. That actually mimicked the pattern of a fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sick.
That's crazy, bro. Could you imagine if that shit was real? That would be fucking. That would be scary.
It probably was something that could do that. I'm sure. I mean, there's stuff that can do that in the ocean. You know.
I mean, dude, just mimicking its environment. Yeah, you know, nature, dude, is crazy. Beautiful, cruel bitch. But for
poor compy D.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. It's just, you know, it doesn't even stand a chance against any other. And this is the Corinthos. So what is this one again, Connor?
Yeah, is it Coryanthosaurus? It's just a type of like related to like an Edmontosaurus. It's like the duck-billed dinosaurs. They're very common here in the U.S. I don't know where Coryanthosaurus was, but I know its cousins were T-Rex's favorite food. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where Coryanthosaurus was from. But that one was never one of my main favorites and my main loves, unfortunately. But we did get a really good scene of that one in Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, Coryanthosaurus. Late Cretaceous, North America.
Okay.
Yeah, very cool crest, though. And they were gigantic. They were pretty big. Oh, my gosh. You could definitely ride it. Looks like
so what would you say, be like C tier or B tier, perhaps?
I would honestly get C or D for me. It's really not even. Unfortunately, I've always been driven towards predatory animals.
Speaking of predatory, we're dealing with one next, the infamous Dilophosaurus. Very cool animal. Especially, I always liked the frill. Obviously, the frills are not real, but I always liked that addition in the movie. Very cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. And probably one of the most realistic. That's the best part about the first movie. You're seeing audio animatronics that look so real. He's like, when it peeks around the tree, you're like, what the hell? Like, that looks real. Like, like when you're watching Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Rebirth now, and if I were to see that in person, I'd be like, where's the projector? Is someone projecting this? That looks like it's from PlayStation 3 game. That looks fake. But if I saw that audio animatronic Dilophosaur coming from behind, that looks so real. Like, that was one of the best scenes. I love that animal in the movies. In reality, it was a much cooler animal than that. It was much larger. It's huge. It's like 10 feet tall in reality.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, it was much larger.
Oh damn! Holy shit!
Obviously didn't have the frill, but really cool animal. And it was a cousin to a really weird animal called, is it Cryolophosaurus? Have you ever heard of that one?
Yes, they're cousins.
Yeah,
Oh
weird.
wow, no way. Well, you know, when you think
Cryolophosaurus.
about it, they do kind of have that same like crest.
They may not be related, but I like how the names are similar. Both have a crest. Like
Yeah,
Dilophosaurus, di means two, so it has two crests. Cryolophosaurus means cold, like frozen, right?
yeah,
Cryo. So it lived in a
yeah.
cold environment.
Very
Pretty cool.
cool.
I love
That's awesome,
Dilophosaurus.
dude. I I'd say I'd say B. I'd say B tier.
Agree.
Maybe even C. Okay, we'll put it at B for now. And then the Dimorphodon, which is very interesting, and Connor educated me that this is an actual, real, existing dinosaur, which is very cool. I thought this was like one of Jurassic World's hybrids, but it is not. It was an actual dinosaur, which is very cool to me. Aviary dinosaurs are just interesting in general, so definitely think that would be scary. Where do you think this goes, bro?
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I know he's definitely a fish eater. All those guys a lot of them lived on the coast near water. A lot of them had long needle teeth specifically just for catching fish.
Yeah.
Some of them even had, theorized that they would skim the surface like some birds with their bottom, mouth, jaw, and the teeth would capture a fish and they could leave with it.
Yeah.
I really like him. He's such a weird looking animal. I love the tip of his tail. I'm pretty sure the tip of his tail looks like a diamond. It's like a little dragon. He's really cool. I would still do like C though, unfortunately, or D, but it's really cool.
Yeah, we'll put him at C for now. I think that's a good rank. And then we have the Gallimimus, which is a very cool herding animal. It is an herbivore, bipedal. Was very decent size. Probably, would you say similar or bigger than an ostrich? Most likely, Connor. Probably bigger.
Yeah, probably a little bit heavier too, definitely, and definitely a little bit larger.
Okay, gotcha.
Not by too much, I would think.
What do you think? I'd say C for the Gallimimus.
Yeah, that's one of the craziest parts of the movie, though. I don't know if you remember when in the first movie when he says, "Oh, the dinosaurs were breeding. They find the eggs, the natural nest that was in there."
Yes.
So that's a nod to the book. And if you look at those footprints, those are raptor footprints that are out of that nest. So during the first movie, when he's with the kids and he sees that nest, I think it's before or after the Gallimimus. You think it's the Gallimimus nest, but it's not. There's only the footprint is that of a raptor. So that's a nod to the book, because in the book there were way more raptors and they were getting off on boats and stuff and like getting everywhere. It's kind of cool. So I always thought it was the Gallimimus's nest until I got older, but I would put them pretty low. They were my favorite. So C is perfect.
I need to finish the book, dude. I started it and it's so good. It's so fucking good. I need to just sit down and get through it.
It's hard sometimes when he's like reading what the computer says. I'm like, what the hell? It's like goes on forever. I feel like, because they do like a computer run of like everywhere on the park and it says fences, power, and it goes on for quite a while. And it's kind of slow in the beginning, but I like the fact that there's 2 T-Rexes in the book. Like, that's way cooler. There's one juvenile T-Rex. Yeah, there's one, and they're both red, and there's one that's smaller, juvenile, and it stays away from the larger Rex. It's afraid of it. They're still in the same cage, in the same area, and this smaller one goes to the pond and eats fish, catches fish out of the pond. So I thought that was kind of cool. When the power goes out, they actually see that T-Rex first, and it does kill somebody too. It's kind of cool.
That's crazy, dude. I did not realize that. I need to get through it, man.
Oh, the
HowlrunNer, welcome back, man.
Hey, HowlrunNer.
Hammond Collection Dilo. So collective, bro. We started so late. They actually have the Hammond Collection Dilophosaurus, and it is expensive, homie. Bro. The Ankylosaurus is like $150 fucking dollars.
I've seen the Dilophosaurus for like $100+ too on Macari.
It's insane, bro. It's insane. I wouldn't blame you one bit. I wouldn't blame you one bit if you did.
Beast of the Mesozoic will be better. I feel like even though it's not to the movie, but still
looks so good. Oh, I want the one with the blue mouth on the inside.
They both have it. I saw.
Okay.
It's just the crest. The crests are different. I noticed. I mean, but I swear I saw they both have blue mouths, because I want that too.
You sent me that. I remember now. Yeah.
I'll definitely pre-order that one. That's so sick. I need one.
Sorry, trying to catch up with chat here. Jacob says, just finish the book Stoned. You'll love it. Stay with it. It's where I will, man. I'm gonna get back on it too, dude. And Jax, what's up, bro? Thank you for stopping by, man. Hope you're having a good night. Listen to your mama. All right, so next up we have the Indominus Rex, and dude, this motherfucker, obviously not a real dinosaur, but just an absolute menace in the movies, dude. Absolute menace.
And it looked so good.
It does look so good.
I say top. I really love that first Jurassic World, and I really love that design.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, top.
And when it bites the ball and its mouth over, like, extends.
Oh, the gyrosphere thing?
Yeah, and its mouth, like, it stands like a snake. Man, that was so cool. Yeah. They did such a good job with him.
Dude. He was a menace. I didn't know if they were going to be able to stop him until the end when obviously the Velociraptors and the T-Rex team up, which it was also kind of cool because the way the first movie ended, it ended with, like, you know, the Tyrannosaurus taking out the Raptors, and then, like, in this one, the beginning to the end of the movie was them working together. So it was like a
kind of cool.
Yeah, dude. I just thought it was fun. Yeah,
it was sick. They really missed the opportunity on Rebirth with that last fight.
Dude, they Rebirth, and we're gonna talk about it tonight some too, y'all. And Eric says watching Jurassic World right now, that gyrosphere scene that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Damn, dude. That's awesome that you're watching while we're talking about that.
That one's a good one. They did a good job.
One. Yes, it's a very good one, dude. Very good. So I can't tell what is it. Is that a Monolophosaurus or am I way? I'm way off now.
Oh, the
Indoraptor. I see it now. I see the gold Indoraptor. That thing was cool. I wasn't a big fan, Connor. I know you weren't either of Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. But
hated the movie. Love that animal.
Yeah, it was freaky. It is like a smaller version of the Indominus Rex, basically.
Yeah, but it was like that mixed with Alien from Alien, you know, like the xenomorph, the way it moved and it did shit that you never. When it put its hand in there, was like trying to grab the girl. That thing was the only thing I liked about the movie. Hated everything else in that movie. That creature was so cool. I loved that part when it was doing that. I was like, oh, so they put human DNA in it, probably. You know, Henry Wu probably put his DNA in the Indominus. That's like the theory. But it's really cool. That's so sick.
That's wicked, dude. For people that don't know, Jurassic Park 4 was supposed to be like them doing, like, they were going to combine human and dinosaur DNA, which would just be like a nightmare. That would be scary.
You got to see the. Did you ever see the artist renditions of like what they were really working on it, and they started making like I'm trying to what do you call that? Like, I guess artist renditions
where they're like
do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
There was one, at least the one I really liked was the human raptor mix. That thing looked freaking cool. I was like, all right, I'm down for that. Like that would be cool. They almost went that route, dude. And it wouldn't have been right for the time, I don't think. But now I'm like, shit, do it. What's the worst that can happen? If you do it right, you know, that'd be cool.
Absolutely, they look cool. And then next we have, what is this right here? Some kind of sauropod.
Yeah, I think that's the what do you call it? Oh my god, Diplodocus. I believe
Diplodocus.
Or it could be an Apatosaurus from the Lost World. I am not sure.
What is it? I think that looks like Lost World because that's like when they're in the Humvees. So what do you think it is? I think you're right, Connor. It was the second one you named.
Oh, Diplodocus?
Okay, okay. The other one.
Oh, is it a Apatosaurus or? No, is it?
I think I know it's from Lost World and it's a sauropod. I'm not really totally sure what. It's hard to tell in that not a great frame for the movie, from the movie, but
right.
We'll just call it a sauropod, and I say we'll put it. Sauropods didn't get fucked with a lot. We'll go ahead and put it at A. We'll put it at A. And Mosasaurus, dude, one of the coolest fucking and technically not even a dinosaur. Mosasaurus was not a dinosaur at all. Not even closely related. And they had a secondary pair of jaws, which actually I learned from Connor, which I thought was so like they have their jaws on the outside, and then in the roof of their mouth, they have a secondary pair of jaws that could actually retract and like pull prey. It's just crazy fucking animal, dude. And like, if you look up the fossils for these guys, and you can just imagine what they look like with like organic tissue and muscle and organs all together, it'd just be crazy. But I think
they're so cool.
They're so rad. And don't you, Connor, you have a Mosasaurus tooth, don't you?
Yeah, I got a big one too. I'll grab it. It's right here.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, please, if you don't mind. Hey, I just want to say we got 13 people in here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and Connor tonight while we rank some dinosaurs, talk about some animals that means a lot to us. Hit that like button and look at this awesome Mosasaurus tooth right here, dude. That is sick.
Literally a sea dragon. So, and they got a little bit bigger than that.
Imagine that getting drove into your leg. Bro. No, thank you.
And it's serrated too on the bottom and on the top, and it's kind of
really
has the same patterns that a croc tooth has, which is really weird. I used to have a ton of crocodile teeth.
Yeah,
this is exactly how they look. It's just so weird. This is a good one for $250. Worth it.
Yeah, that's a sick piece, dude. And the piece of stone that you have it attached
in the Matrix
to.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a cool piece, man.
Like they didn't take it out fully, I guess, but
yeah,
that's a really cool thing to have. I mean, you definitely got to go on to the dinosaurstore.com. You know, you can always find really cool stuff, and they have other ones that are much cheaper, like $150, and they're still big. Like knowing that was in the mouth of a sea monster is kind of cool.
It's very cool, man. I remember when you first introduced them to me, and I was looking, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to need to save up some money and get. I was looking at the Spinosaurus tooth, and then I was looking at what else was I looking at? I think it was a Triceratops tooth or Ankylosaur tooth or something like that. I can't remember, but dinosaurstore.com. They are based out of Florida. Connor's a very big fan of them. They're very credited with, like I said, our actual archaeological digs and stuff like that, excavations, whatever you like to call it. So definitely check out Dinosaur. That what was it called again, Connor?
Oh yeah, the Dinosaur Store. Yeah, in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Cocoa Beach, Florida. Very awesome website too, man. And next up, we have the Pachycephalosaurus, which is one of my favorite dinosaurs just because it's hard head. It's just a cool looking design. And what's interesting is that they're not sure if they if anybody's seen Lost World, the second Jurassic Park is. You remember when it headbutts the side of the Humvee door and shuts it in or whatever? We're not totally sure that they used it for full on headbutting rather than actually knocking each other, shouldering each other, fighting. Because the way that, and obviously we're not sure, it very well could have used it for headbutting and ramming each other like rams. But due to how the neck vertebrae are set up, it's implied and assumed that the way their neck vertebrae is set up, that it's not designed for direct impact. So it would be more so for headbutting, like side butting or stuff like that, or shuffling along or pushing and stuff like that. So,
have you
seen, a very big dinosaur.
Do you see Prehistoric Planet show yet?
Yes, I've been watching I've watched 4 episodes here and there. It's so good.
You see who made that? John Farvo made that. Who made Star Wars Mandalorian?
Way. Of course he did, bro. That's a cool motherfucker, bro. He's doing a lot of shit.
I love him for that. I mean, that's awesome. The best. That's a good one. So, did you get to the swamps, the Pachycephalosaurus episode yet? Did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Oh wait, all right, yeah. They show you some really cool stuff that they found with that one, so that's really sick. That's a good show.
Spit, bro. Feel free to educate me, man. Yeah.
They found stress fractures on the skull, showing that they were hitting each other, and
really?
So kind of like the bighorn sheep do for mating purposes. That's what they're thinking. They're doing it for whacking each other. It's pretty sick.
Bro, the last paper I just read, and I didn't read the whole thing, but I forget what university put it out, but they were just talking, like I just said, they didn't think they could because of the neck vertebrae. And now you're saying that they found skull fractures.
You're seeing the cracks on there that are showing they were hitting each other really freaking hard.
That's so, we just don't know. That's so interesting. So they very well may have been fucking headbutting each other.
Right. Or
That's
maybe
so
not. Who knows?
cool.
But I would think
Wow.
if you have a head like that, like if you have horns, like that's meant for fighting other things or fighting off stuff, you know, like deer, goats.
Dude, you're talking about their skull like 8 to 12 inches thick. That's fucking insane.
That's gonna stop a
That's
bullet.
bro, honestly, yeah. Like
Crazy.
it's absolutely wild, man. Hey, Chris G, it says good day, mates. Well, good day, man. Good thanks for coming to hang out, dude. Hope you're doing well. We also got Timbo in the house. Says, hey, all dropping in to say hey. Gotta run, but we'll try and catch the replay. Timbo, thanks for stopping by, dude. Hope you're having a great night. And I hope if you get the chance to catch the replay, I hope you enjoy it, dude. Thank you, man. Have a great night.
Love you, Tim. Love Tim's videos. His customs are nuts.
Absolutely awesome. Check out Timbo's donut shop, his comic shop. Timbo's got a lot of stuff going on. He's starting to post more on his
South Shore Mall
too.
is so cool.
South Shore Mall is so rad. Absolutely, man.
Nuts.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Packy, to me, Packy, I'd have to put him, I hate to do it, but I think I might have to put him at like B or C just due to they were a good sized dinosaur. But you're talking about like, I want to say anywhere from 8 to 14 feet, if not bigger than that, weighed a couple hundred to even 1,000 pounds. I'm not totally sure, but just an absolutely sturdy animal. Like me and Connor were just saying, 8 to 12 inch thick skull, a lot of. Now that I know that there's a chance that they were even headbutting, makes them even cooler to me, because that's what I originally thought as a kid. And then when I found out that they didn't do it, I was like, oh, well, that's not. I don't know why I like stuff with like hard. I guess because I have a hard head. My wife tells me so. The fact that that is true, that I know that that's like evidence now, it just supports how I used to feel. So that's rad. I don't know though, dude. You know, am I being too modest? Does the Pachycephalosaurus deserve to go a little higher? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's a really, really cool animal too. It's like reminds me of like when you see videos of like a predatory animal attacking a herd of like deer or buffalo or something like that. And then the rest all come and help out sometimes. I would feel like that animal, if it was in its family group, would be untouchable because all the other, I mean, you know, you'd have to be a predator searching for a lone one or a small one. I think they're really cool, man. That's so wild.
And obviously, like you said, they're definitely gonna like they're herding animals. They're gonna try to like probably help. They look very similar to how Triceratops or Ankylosaurs were very herded animals, very protective and territorial.
And I never think about this too. Like they're plant eaters and they're walking on 2 legs. Isn't that weird?
That is. It's very weird. It's very weird. They're not a part of sauropod family. What I forget what their classification is.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really not even sure.
It's probably Pachycephalosauridae. I don't know, something weird like that.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
Exactly, dude. Spinosauridae, like that's just the And the fact that they could like probably fight and hold its own, I definitely would see this thing like putting up a fight against something like started fucking with it. You know, it's not going to try to run.
It's Pachycephalosauridae. That's funny.
That's awesome.
That was a good guess.
I think B's that was a very good guess. I think B's a good. I think it's a fair placement. And this is another one, dude. A very decent sized, and it was quadrupedal and bipedal, depending on whatever it was doing. But Parasaurolophus, man, very decent sized dinosaur. They were herding animals. They were found, a lot of them like together, and we have like, I believe we have fossils of like small ones together with bigger fossils and small fossils together. Very similar to like nesting that they found for Tyrannosaurus. They actually found some baby Tyrannosaurus, like either eggs or nesting area near where the adults were. So it shows that Tyrannosaurus actually had very strong maternal instincts, the mothers, and there's even evidence that supports that maybe even the father stuck around to help the mother raise the young, which is really fucking cool. And we actually see that today in birds. Like there's a lot of like the jackdaw and which jackdaw's a species of crow, but certain species of crows, sparrows, and stuff like that, they actually mate for life, and the males actually help. Same thing with the eagles and falcons. The males actually help the mothers take care of the young, and they take turns overwatching the nest. So just very cool. Parasaurolophus, I would, Connor, I think I'd put this guy at A or B. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I agree. Definitely A or B. That's such a cool animal.
Yeah, we're going to get him on the board, and then we'll move stuff around. And now, bro, I feel like a lot of people underestimate aerial dinosaurs, dude. We got the Pteranodon or the pterodactyl or whatever. This is a scary dinosaur, bro. Honestly, probably one of the scariest among, maybe even before or after theropods or carnivorous dinosaurs is aviary dinosaurs. We have, like I said, Pteranodon. What do you think, bro? I think this motherfucker goes to A or S personally.
Yeah, I agree. A or S. The scene from the third movie is like one of the coolest scenes. When you see that animatronic, dude. It's actually a guy in a suit with an animatronic head. That thing looks so real. That Pteranodon was at the end of the Lost World, which is kind of funny because it's not held in an aviary. It's just sitting there free, which is kind of cool. And I love the blue on that one's face. It had like blue and then a yellow beak. So cool, man. We don't get to see that one, obviously, in the movie, but they're such a cool animal. I think this is sick.
Yeah, dude. The design for the Quetzalcoatlus, like the let alone the toy, the figures from Mattel, but just the poster and the design of the animal, like the colors, it's very like vibrant and exotic looking, like a bird. I love it. The way that the red and the, like you said, the yellows, just, oh man, it's so cool, so fucking cool.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
We have Jacob in here. Parasaurolophus. They could play music, singing. They could play music using their horn trumpet thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what's kind of interesting is that religious people, I used to go to Christian school, and they would say, used to bother me, but they would say that the Parasaurolophus could mix chemicals and spit fire.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm not making that up. I went to a Baptist school for 3 years, and they were we were great. I loved them for the public speaking stuff. That we do lots of public speaking competitions, stuff like that, poems. Yeah. It was great, but the science, man, was lacking, unfortunately. I just thought that was interesting. They would always bring up this guy Ken Ham. I believe he's an Australian creationist, and nothing against that. But I would always think it's funny. He's showing in his thing people riding dinosaurs like Dinotopia and stuff like that. It's just very
yeah.
So it's also kind of, so when he said that they play music, it just brought that back. But yeah, it was all hollow in there. They could probably make a crazy noise,
like a bellowing noise of some sort.
I mean, probably loud. I don't know. Maybe like a loud horn. I don't know.
Yeah,
probably something that they could hear from miles away.
Because it's got some kind of resonance because it was hollow, which is super interesting.
That's weird.
And then next up, we have one of the coolest species, and where we also have the Triceratops in here too. We have one of the species of Ceratopsian, the Sinoceratops, which is one of the coolest, probably less well known of the obviously, everybody knows the Triceratops. Very prolific up there with the Tyrannosaurus and stuff like that, Velociraptor. But the Sinoceratops, such a cool, powerful animal, also a herding animal as well. I'd imagine they get a couple tons, like a couple thousand pounds with easily. So,
yeah, they were giant. I just didn't understand. I guess on their design, they did holes through the head, through the skull. I don't know if you saw that on the frill.
I did.
On some of them, they think that it was like a thin skin that could blush like colors, like a red. If it got mad, like it turned color. But I like that design too. Nanmu used to make that, if I'm not mistaken, and I missed it. It looked really good. Yeah. So that's a really cool animal. Definitely under the radar.
Yeah.
Giant plane. It's pretty Styracosaurus like. Yeah, I would say A for sure.
Yeah, just because Ceratopsians are so sturdy, we have evidence that they stuck around, and like also like some other dinosaur species that I was talking about earlier, very strong maternal instincts, a very strong like sense of like family, and like I said, they're herding animals, so they stuck together, and it's just very powerful and just practically untouchable when they're together, in a group. So, and then we have the Spinosaurus, dude, and whether or not we want to use what's pictured here, the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, or if you want to look at the more accurate based off current paleontology, like Spinosaurus in general is such a fascinating creature, and the more we find out, we realize the less and less we actually know, and we're constantly learning more and more and changing the Spinosaurus. But fascinating animal. I love seeing them in rebirth and getting an accurate portrayal. So cool. But even in Jurassic Park 3, I have my shout out to Star Wars Collective, aka Jacob, got my Spinosaurus he hooked me up with. I did pay him for it, but he got it for me from his local Target all the way out on the other side of the United States. Shout out to you, bro. Much appreciated. I love this fucking thing. The design of the JP3 Spino is it's just iconic, man. Early, you know, 2004, early 2000s dinosaur nostalgia goodness. Just sick, man. I think I know what Connor's going to say.
Yeah, I love it. I love even the scientifically accurate one is one of my favorites. But I have a big tooth of that one too. It was they ate giant sawfish. If you know what a sawfish, it's like a shark, but this was another species that was even larger than that. They grew like 20 feet long. This type of sawfish. So that's what they were eating primarily. Their teeth are so inexpensive because they would shed their teeth like alligators and crocodiles. They would go probably through 2,000 their entire life, possibly a little bit more. And they find them all in the same spot. And that's why it's harder because T-Rex teeth, they didn't really shed like that. These guys lost teeth so much because their teeth look exactly like crocodile teeth. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's like a blown up version of a croc tooth, just fossilized. They're really cool. I think the longest predator to ever live, too, is the Spino. It lived in Africa with Carcharodontosaurus, one of the most badass dinosaurs, too. But that one lived on the land, and this one lived in the water. Spino's really great. We don't know if he walked on 2 legs or 4. I'm going to go ahead and say he walked like a anteater. Have you ever seen them? They walk on their knuckles.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest shit ever. I think that's how it walked. And if you look at an anteater, because we saw one at Animal Kingdom not too long ago, I was like, that looks like a Spinosaurus. If you just the one from South America, it's got like the long snout, ridge on its back, long body, long tail that looks like a croc too, because it's just long fur. And it's walking on its knuckles. I'm like, yo, that's probably how it walked. And I am proud that Rebirth did that. That scene on the shore when it like scuttles into the water real quick on all 4s. That was a really cool part in those first seconds. So I think he walked on 4 legs personally. I think it was too long and heavy to be on 2 legs, and he spent a lot of time in water. That's a badass animal, man.
It's so interesting. We just keep finding out more and more, dude, about it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's absolutely like, do you take all these people's? You have to take it with a grain of salt because it's like it's so ever changing. You know, I would love a definite look. You know, it's just when you see him, like how they made him in like what was it, the 70s? Spinosaurus was standing straight up. You know, the sail was pointing back. It's so weird. And now we're seeing him go on all 4s. Then we've had him go back on 2 legs, and now he's looking more like a pelican. People are showing. So it's just interesting. I don't know. To me, it was a big badass lizard that was like a crocodile. Those teeth aren't the teeth of something that was like a bird. I mean, that thing was like a big crocodile dragon, and it probably just hung out near the water, in the water most of its life. But that's one of the coolest things that ever lived, man. And their teeth are so affordable. So you can get one of those online and be like, I have the tooth from the biggest, you know. It's kind of cool.
It's very cool, man. It's rad as fuck, dude. So fascinating. So he goes straight to S tier. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorites, man. We got the Stegosaurus. Awesome plates. We have a lot of fossils of this creature. Has well known for the thagomizer, the spikes on the end of the tail, the big plates. So don't know if they were used for attraction, mating, protection, thermoregulation. We were really not sure, but it's such a cool design, and or I say design, but cool characteristic of this animal. And you're talking about now in Lost World, way bigger. They were not that big, from what I understand. They were like way oversized in.
They were gigantic in that movie. That's what Jurassic Park does to most of its dinos. Like, they make them way too big. But yeah, that was just the fact that its tail. And there was, again, a lot of other different cousins that shared that body type. Just so cool. That one's definitely one of my favorites. I love the tail.
The thagomizer, dude. Yes, dude.
Crazy. There was, I forget the name of the other one. There's one with similar body, but it had, I'm sure you've seen it, had 2 big spikes on its shoulders.
Kentrosaurus?
Probably.
I think Kentrosaurus.
Smaller plates, but weird spikes on its shoulders for some reason. Just one on each, and then it had the thagomizer too.
I think cool. That is the Kentrosaurus, bro. I could be wrong. Probably. I could be wrong.
No, you're probably. That sounds pretty right. Like they're another weird one. I think anything that looks like that's pretty fucking cool. Kentro.
Yeah, basically everything that
right.
Connor said is
You're right.
is pretty much it. Oh, it is
You
Kentrosaurus?
got it, Centro, and it actually
Awesome.
goes from plates to spines on his back. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah,
actually kind of cool too.
you'd have to be wild and hungry as fuck to fuck with that thing, bro. Like,
Yeah, and
no.
obviously that is so crazy that it would even have those spikes like that too on the other one. But yeah, with that, just even having that Thagomizer is so cool, and it lived alongside Allosaurus, so I don't even think
That's
they would
right.
mess with that thing. No way. But that's
I
really
would
cool. Definitely up there.
Yeah, for sure, man. Honestly, I'd say A or B, maybe even. I think I might put it on level with A. I think we might need to move the Brachiosaurus too. Now that I'm kind of looking at everything, yeah, I'm gonna put the Brachiosaurus in A. I think we take the Stego. Now, yeah, I think the Stego deserves A. What I will say is that a Triceratops, a fully grown Triceratops that we have, and just only one specimen because we have very many specimens of Triceratops found in Hell Creek, which is one of the most popular places to find Triceratops. But we have one that was named Horridus, and he is one of the most he's like 90% complete, skull to tail, everything, and he is slightly bigger or as big as an African elephant, which is the current largest living land mammal on Earth that we have today. And the Stegosaurus was slightly smaller than the Triceratops. So, like I said, not as big as you see him in The Lost World, Jurassic Park 2, but definitely still a formidable opponent. And with those plates and the Thagomizer, you're talking about I don't even want to say prey. They were capable of being prey, obviously, at some point, but definitely not a very easy to pick off prey. They could definitely fight and hold their own and have plenty. Nature has given what they needed to put to themselves. So very, very interesting animal. And then another one, and there's actually a lot of, we have the Stygimoloch, which is a lot of people thought for the longest time, and I want to say over the past 3 or 4, 5, 6 years, with more papers and information and stuff, research, we used to think that the Stygimoloch was a totally separate species of Pachycephalosauridae, or whatever you would like to call it. But now, what the current literature has been saying, from what I've read and heard, while if he's watching YouTube and reading reviews and just articles, edu.govs, stuff like that, the research now is actually saying that the Stygimoloch was an early, basically a juvenile Pachycephalosaurus. So they would grow up and have small little bumps on their heads as babies, and then obviously the older they get, the more pronounced and concave it gets thicker as they grow older. Well, they also would have spikes and little I forget what they're called. There's little indentions around the spikes. I forget the technical term, but just extra protection around their head and make it spiky. But they're suspecting that as they get older and fight, when they butt heads and ram heads, they knock those spikes off or dull them down, and then their skulls get thicker. And we've actually found Stygimoloch and Pachycephalosaurus in the same areas of, whether it be Hell Creek, Montana, Utah, wherever they're found, multiple areas of North America. So now we think the literature points to that the Stygimoloch is basically a younger Pachycephalosaurus, which is super, super interesting to me because I just love the look of those animals, the Pachycephalosauridae, just the hard, thick skull. I've always liked rams and stuff like that. So just super, super interesting. But Connor, please feel free to spit some of your knowledge too, bro. I'm sure you can teach
awesome. Yeah, I think that's insane that it definitely could be a younger version, and I understand that. And they're so different than things that live today. But it's when you see certain, a pronghorn, or not even that, but if you a white-tailed deer and a mule deer,
yeah,
both look totally different kind of racks. Both look, pretty similar, but one's smaller than the other.
Yeah,
I'm thinking there's similar species that just live alongside each other. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm obviously not from paleontologist, but if they're seeing that many similarities, and they know, but if they're just guessing, saying that, oh, we think, if they find we're looking it up, the size is the big issue, because that's why they're thinking it's a juvenile version. Not to say that it couldn't be its own thing, but yeah, that's really cool.
So
I'm so puzzled by that. I would like to
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So you're in the camp. You believe that they were two separate, closely related subspecies, not the same. not like a younger version of the Pachycephalosaurus,
Yeah,
right?
I wish I had a degree to back that up, but yeah.
No, bro.
Only because it just, to me, it looks so different. But I don't have the fossils in front of me, obviously, like they do. They can see inside of the mouth. That's definitely a huge tell when you see all those the teeth and all that. I'm sure it's probably a younger version of it, but to me, it looks so weird and different than a Pachy.
I think you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, that's they may maybe have more credentials that I've been on certain excavations and have fossils and experience, but like at the end of the day, bro, they're taking a guess just as much. Theirs is just a more educated guess because they have a PhD.
Right.
You have experience with animals and crocodiles and reptiles. In my opinion, now obviously, like we were both said, we're not paleontologists. Our opinion is not going to matter as much as like someone like Jack Horner, obviously who's no longer here, but like an actual paleontologist or someone who goes to Harvard or what the fuck ever. But it's just as good. Your guess is as good as theirs, honestly. Right. You know?
And they found out that T-Rex is actually a great swimmer, a great hunter, like all this crazy stuff, a very fast runner. So I thought that's
crazy, man.
So they learned all the time. But if they know better than me, if they're seeing those similarities like that close, then I'm with them on that. But to find that many juveniles and then that many full-grown adults, there's nothing in between, or that's just kind of weird to me. It's
absolutely, dude.
Jump. So
I don't know. That's a really fair point, dude. And I actually really respect you for voicing your opinion, just like standing your ground. Because like I now you got me rethinking what I'm priorly thinking. Like, yeah, you're like I said, dude. Your guess is as good as anybody else's, man. I think it's very interesting that you think that.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. They don't want anything to change in the books. You know what I mean? If anything else comes out, they don't want to make
exactly, dude. Yep, they got to rewrite all that shit.
You're like, yeah, it's the same thing. It's a younger version. I don't know. It could be, and that's just as cool to me. That's still cool.
Yeah. So next we have also, because I honestly, if I had to put it, my top 3 favorite is probably the Ankylosaur, Carnotaurus, and the Triceratops. Those are my top 3 favorite dinosaurs. But the Triceratops, man, just such a powerful animal. Like I said earlier, as big as an African elephant, largest living mammal, land mammal we have today on Earth. Gargantuan, super powerful. Had obviously Triceratops is Greek or Latin for Greek or Latin, whichever one, for a 3-horned face. Obviously for the 3 horns. One of the most prolific and highly famous known animals, prehistoric animals that like are kind of like the face, like the Tyrannosaurus Rex of dinosaurs. When people that are first getting into paleontology or prehistoric history, to me, this guy goes straight to A or S just because of how big and strong they were. And again, strong herding animals, very strong maternal instincts, and good parents, very family oriented, and just powerful animals, dude. And they were herbivores. So just very interesting. They were so big and had so much mass and just had to eat so much plant matter to be able to continue to fuel all that, man. It's just very, very interesting to me. And the frills and the ceratopsian species in general, there's so many subspecies of the ceratopsian, and it's just a very, very interesting creature and animal, man. Nature has really made something special when this creature came about, man.
It's so cool. I love that one. That definitely goes up there. I was never a really big ceratopsian guy until recently when I'm learning about all these new species, and then just how big it was too. When you like realize that, it's like, that's pretty freaking wild. That's so cool. Yeah, he's awesome. Definitely one of the cooler ones out there. Like I would have gotten that figure from like Beast of the Mesozoic if the paint job looked different.
Paint job. Were you looking at the green one?
There was
it the steel horn?
There was one was blue.
Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
Maybe that was the
they have like 3 different Triceratops.
Yeah, but I didn't like any of the paint jobs. Like, I'm so picky.
Same.
It's like, bro, just make it brown. You sell them all. Like, and I'm not the only one that thinks that too. Like, I see everyone's writing those same comments like about the paint jobs. It's like, it depends. And some of the paint jobs are amazing.
Don't you have the Medusaceratops?
No, I wanted that one. I have I have 2. I have and the Ionosaurus, but I have the Albertoceratops and the Utah Ceratops, and they're right
nice,
here.
Bro.
They're fantastic figures. But
I want the Medusaceratops. Oh my god! Oh, that's gorgeous. Is it the Nosuceratops?
This is the Alberta.
Alberta. Okay,
Alberta.
Ceratops. Wow, bro. That's
And the
so
teeth
cool.
in there.
Yeah, man.
On the top and bottom jaw.
So interesting. They're beaked animals, but they still have teeth. That's so cool. So cool.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
and his horns coming out the side like that. I mean, just so weird.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's so cool.
He's awesome. They're extremely heavy. And then the Utah is my favorite. This one's the best. Dude, like,
ooh, wow. I like that one a lot too, man.
The paint job, this is what I'm talking about. This is what you need to do, dude. Like, this is where it's at. It probably never looked like that, but still, it's really cool.
For sure, bro. Absolutely, man.
So I would totally get a Triceratops if he had a good paint job, but Triceratops goes up there. I have a newfound respect for all these Ceratopsians.
Oh, really? Doug, just backing up what I said, man. Absolutely. Scientists look for ways to modify his theories. So all educated. Absolutely, man.
Zahi Hawass. I think that's who he's talking about, that crazy Egyptologist. Do you know who that guy is?
No, I have no idea, actually.
I've seen him on TV for a long time with another guy, Josh Gates, like when he was showing him tombs in Egypt. And Josh Gates is like about to pull his hair out, like he's losing his mind. And this is the most level-headed guy, and he can't take this guy, Zahi Hawass. He's so bad. So he goes on Joe Rogan's recently. Did you see that?
Oh, no.
Oh man, I
need to watch that.
Yeah, he buried himself, his own
What's
self.
His
when you
name?
see how Zahi Hawass. So just one of the new Joe Rogans is like one of the last 8. Oh my God, because finally you get to hear this guy talk for multiple hours, and just how he's like this pompous guy that's like, I know everything, I discovered this, I dug the hole. It's so crazy. You gotta watch. So Doug, I love that you're saying that, bro. That's so crazy. Yeah, my girlfriend saw the interview. We were like, should we turn it off? We felt like we were there, and it was embarrassing to be there. It was awkward. It was so awkward. It was the most awkward. It was the worst podcast he's ever had to go through. It was crazy. You gotta watch it. So that's how bad Zahi Hawass is, and that is how bad those people are that are in charge of those things, in charge of all those freaking prestigious institutes. They get, I don't know how they even get in that amount of power, but they magically do, and they write history for all of us. And like with Zahi Hawass, he knows everything. There was this, the pyramids were all made as just some national project for one random reason. Like, you can't put a fucking piece of paper through that. That doesn't make any sense. So I love that Doug said that. So true. And those Egyptologists, historians are not the only ones that do that. Paleontologists do that. People that discover new species do that. It's funny. So everyone does that because no one wants to be wrong. So it's unfortunate. I love finding out new stuff and all the time and being wrong.
They'll literally fight over the names, like sometimes, like, oh, well, I call it this because it was found here, and well, I call it this because of the, like, it's just, scientists, dude, you're talking about egos. Scientists have some of the biggest egos there is on this fucking planet. Let me tell you right now.
Yeah, I didn't know until I saw that podcast recently. I mean, Zahi Hawass was bad on TV that one time, but on this podcast, you finally get to see these people in their true colors. So you got to see it.
That's cool. I will definitely check that out, dude. I will definitely do that. And I think we know, man, we got the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the face of all dinosaurs in prehistoric history in general.
The top.
The dog, man. Straight top, dude. S tier, dude. There's no doubt in my mind. Just the biggest theropod and one of the biggest dinosaurs, let alone, obviously not sauropod level, but one of the biggest theropods, other than like the Spinosaurus being longer, and the strongest bite force of any theropod or dinosaur. Just crazy shit. Crazy shit, man. Fascinating animal. Could get so big. My mind always goes to, if anybody's not familiar, and I know Connor probably is, you're well aware of Sue, the Tyrannosaur. Like, she is magnificent. For y'all in chat who doesn't know who Sue is actually a specimen of Tyrannosaur that we have found, and she is something special, man. She's like over 80-something percent or 90-something percent complete. Just an absolute marvel as far as fossils go, just because of how complete she was and she was found, amazing specimen. Yeah,
Sue is one of my favorite stories of all time. I'm trying to see if this is, yes. Okay, so there's this documentary I encourage you all to watch it. It's called Dinosaur 13. and it is about the horrific story about how they uncovered Sue. Once they got her out, all of a sudden the government decided that that land that they found it on, Sue on, was theirs. They stole Sue from them. The government came in with army. They have it on camera. Army trucks to come in and take the fossil. They took it, hided it away for years. They end up putting it on fucking auction so they can sell it. The government can now sell it and make money. And they've done this. And this is not the first time. There's a curse, they say, with every Tyrannosaurus that's ever found, that if you find it, the government will always come after it. And it happens with all of them. Also, Nicolas Cage got in trouble for having a Tarbosaurus skull. You know, the actor Nick Cage?
Yeah.
So he bought a T-Rex skull from Mongolia called a Tarbosaurus. It's a type of T-Rex that lives over there. Their government comes after him. Says, we need that skull back. It was stolen. And then he has to give the skull back, even though he paid millions for it.
What?
So, but the whole thing with Sue is so sad. It's unbelievable. So Dinosaur 13 and the whole town, the kids are crying as the army's taking away the fossil. It's all real awful. I couldn't believe that's the lengths that they'd go to. So if you ever find something, don't tell anybody.
I need to watch that. That's crazy.
It's so sad when you realize what the government, they didn't care until they found out that it was a T-Rex and that it was worth millions. That's only when they gave a shit and they wanted to take it.
Is insane, bro.
And they used National Guard. They sent people in army uniforms over there with trucks and Humvees to go take it. So you guys got to see, it's crazy.
Dude, that sounds very interesting. I'm so down to check that out.
And they had to fight really hard for a really long time, and it went on auction, and they were not able to buy it. So they had to get the museum. They prompted the museum, and the museum ended up getting it, and now it was at that. And I believe she's in Chicago. I don't remember, but pretty cool. It's a crazy story.
Because, you know, sometimes museums, they'll get a certain fossil or a certain specimen for a little while and then, like, send it to another museum, will have it for a little while. They'll buy it or rent it out or whatever. That's very interesting.
They pass them around, which is so cool.
I'm not listening to this. Doug, what the hell, bro? What are you talking about? This MAGA bullshit. What the fuck? What do we say? I'm so lost, dude. This MAGA bullshit. I'm out, bro. You got to be waffling. You're missing the point.
Is it because of Joe Rogan?
You're missing the point. Set the egomaniacs aside. That's only less than 1%. Well, yeah, of course, Doug. Like, I know there's not very many paleontologists out there, of course, but it's still they still have egos, dude. And they're like, dude, Doug, I'm sure you know about the Bone Wars, man. That's a pure. The Bone
that
Wars
was crazy.
Is everything you need to know about a scientist or any kind of person that makes a discovery and they want to lay claim to it, that they discovered it. That's called ego, Doug. That means that they have like some kind of thought of them, so they think that they're superior because they found something or have something that others don't. That's what ego means. So I'm not sure what MAGA. You gotta be waffling, Doug, because there's no way that's your. I don't even know how. That's such a great. What is that MAGA, bro? All right, I'm getting off track. That was a curveball. I don't understand what's MAGA about what we said. I'm so lost. Anyways, all right, let's get back on track. Bender, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. Doug, you know I don't like to get political on here, man. I don't. I have my beliefs. Y'all have y'all's beliefs, but I'm not here to tell you to like or hate Trump. I don't give a fuck whether you like or hate Trump, and I don't give a fuck if y'all like or hate. If I like or hate, like I'm not here for political shit. I'm here to talk about toys, dude, and like paleontology. Not everything needs to be mashed in to a political agenda. I just don't want to. I want to talk about toys and dinosaurs, man. So
yeah, I think it's weird because I have like all these weird conflicting things that I believe, because I always saw myself as like in the middle. Yeah, because science is such a big, important thing to me, but then also a lot of other things. So it's weird. I just think that's interesting. I don't know. I've never been on either or side. I don't feel like, but I want a crazy party. We need a third party. You know,
bro,
we need more than two parties.
Yes, we do. And I've always hated the idea of a political party. Like when you say party, it indicates like you need an invitation to it, or it's like a secluded group of people. I think they should be called ideologies, political ideologies.
Very tribalistic too.
Yeah, it's very tribalistic, man. And you're basically like, it's conquering, it's divide and conquer. You're like you're dividing your and discriminating your own self and putting yourself into categories because I believe this, you believe that. When everything at the end of the day needs to be the right and the left is so corny. It belongs the right wing, left wing. It belongs to the same bird. At the end of the day, man,
I like seeing things
compromise.
Like when it comes like the UFO things that when that was getting disclosed, the right and the left are both there agreeing for once, saying that why can't the government pass an audit?
Yeah.
Why can't they do this? Both sides are saying that. I love that.
Yep.
And then, you know, with the Epstein thing, whatever you want to believe, both sides are like, hey, what's going on here? You know, it's just so it's just interesting that I like seeing stuff when everybody agrees because I'm so sick of everyone being on these opposing sides. And it's interesting where my girlfriend's from in Sweden, they have multiple parties where it doesn't mean it's any better, but it's super. So for them to come here, they see how we do it and they're like, what? So it's super alien to them. But I tell her, I'm like, I think it's weird for us. You know, we didn't create this system, you know? So that's interesting. But yeah, I'm neither.
It's so like, and the way people are too, dude, it's like, it's so black and white. People think that if you're a liberal, you cannot have any Republican or conservative views. And if you're a conservative, you cannot have any like people are so fucking black and white. And the minute, and you could go either way. I'm not targeting the left or right. Anytime like the left, something that's contradictory to something that they have and they agree with the right, that person can't even feel comfortable enough to voice their opinion because they have that herd mentality, and then that person gets targeted and singled out. Same thing with the right. The right could say something like, "Oh, I don't believe in abortion," or well, opposite, "I believe in abortion," yada yada. Like it's always going to be that slippery slope topic, and it's like, it's just crazy, dude. It's just so wild to me, man.
I wish we all agreed more.
HowlrunnerBase politics, cool, exactly. That is my exact sentiment. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, it's fun to talk about politics, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about toys. Tonight specifically, dinosaurs and animals. Like, if I want to talk about politics, which I wouldn't mind doing, I'll start a totally different channel for that. I don't want to do that here, you know. But
I'm actually a transhumanist. I don't believe in humans need to live here anymore.
I'm a
honestly,
yes. Honestly,
be the best thing for our poor planet.
We're a species on this fucking Earth, dude. Yes, you're exactly right. The Earth would be so much better without us, dude.
So sad. I would actually. And why is every bad guy in the movies? Every bad guy is like trying to wipe out the human race, and they're like, because it's gonna be able to heal, and everyone's like, that's horrible. It's like, is it? But
is it?
So sad. I think we've fumbled our chance at this place. I think we've gone too far and have polluted too much. Honestly, I think we've forfeited our chance to stay here. I feel it's very sad,
dude. It's like as far as we know, this is the only Earth, the only planet inhabitable that we have, and yet we treat her like total shit. It's just like you said, the pollution, crazy, dude. I like where Bender's mind is at. Talk Star Wars politics.
Oh, exactly. Andor was basically like what's going on now, which is kind of crazy. And I sent this to Jacob. It was actually really interesting. It was so cool. It was the Daily Show. I think it was Jon Stewart on his YouTube channel was talking to the creator of Andor, and it was so good. It was like an hour and a half of the creator of Andor talking about why he did the things he did. And that show was so intelligent. Like I was having trouble figuring out what was going on in that show. Like my girlfriend had to like fill me in. That's how well it was done. That was so good. It was almost like it was towards the end. It was so freaking sad in seeing what these people did for the greater good. Everything that they sacrificed, everything that they themselves, because they knew it would be better off for everyone else in the future. I thought that was a heck of a sacrifice. Very sad, very cool. That was a really good politics show. Andor, that was nuts.
I'm glad you liked it, dude. I need to finish it. I'm going to.
Could not believe how good it was. And I didn't give it a chance in the beginning. Like me and my girlfriend tried to watch it. We turned it off on like the second episode of the first episode, which we should have never have done. But like when we gave it that second chance, we're like, oh my God, how could we not have watched this? We felt so dumb.
Okay. That's where I'm at. Good. I kind of it was so slow, dude. And I'm not going to lie. and not like fall asleep, like comforting fall asleep. I dozed off watching it, and I've never done that for Star Wars, dude. So I was like, damn, I need to take a break on this. So I'm gonna pick it back up.
I couldn't even go on my phone. Like, you have to watch it to know. It's so crazy. And I thought one of the coolest things, like all the little things they put in there. I love the actors, Skarsgård. Everyone did phenomenal. Actually, I like everybody but Andor. Isn't that crazy? Do you guys hate me? I hate his acting. He's so
all right.
He's so good. Like, I'm here.
He is.
Okay. All right. But everyone else is like freaking stellar through the roof, like so good. So I was in love with everybody else. But maybe he doesn't need to be that person. And that's also actually what Corinne was telling me the other day, that I shouldn't have even said what I just said, because he didn't need to, he just needed to do the right thing. He, I don't know. Yeah. We keep talking about, we want to rewatch it again. It was so good. Loved it.
That's cool to hear that, man. I'm going to finish it. I'm definitely, especially now that you said that y'all felt the same way and y'all gave it a second chance and liked it. Hopefully I'll feel the same way, man.
Cyril Karn is the best character I've ever seen in Star Wars. Bite me.
Oh my God.
He was awesome, dude. He's such a good actor. So funny too. Him and his girlfriend and his mother. His mother was in a movie called, I think, The Back Room or The Front Room. And it was this horror / comedy thing. And that was Cyril Karn's mom. So you see her in that movie was freaking nuts. She played like a crazy mother-in-law. It was so funny and very well done. I wouldn't say that if it wasn't. And so her in this show, I saw that person again because she kind of played that crazy mom. Oh man, it was very well done. I couldn't believe it. Because in the beginning, I was like, "Where's all the aliens?" You know. I understand it's not about that, which was sucked. Skeleton Crew was phenomenal. Mandalorian's great, loved it. But this was something else for sure. Sorry.
It was definitely a new flavor, and I totally get why it pulled people in. And it's something that's the thing about Star Wars, man, is it can go down and explore so many genres, whether it be spy, thriller. I think it was well done. I just need to sit down and watch it again, I think.
Like Andy, the dude who plays King Kong, Andy Serkis is a main character, and I couldn't believe it for a good amount. I'm not going to say what happens. That was I was so sad. Obviously, everyone dies. We know that but literally, it's so crazy. And then when you watch that show, and then you see Rogue One after that, and then right after we put on A New Hope, and they're passing the plans through the hallway, it just meant so much more to me. And I know my dad's probably never seen it, but if he saw that show all together with the two movies after, it just meant so much more, especially that scene with Vader coming through and they're trying every time the door closes, those people are dead and they pass the plans on. Oh man, it was so cool. I really enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Rogue One was fucking awesome, man.
And that was by Gareth.
We're down to no, go ahead,
that's
bro.
by the guy who did Rebirth. Oh, sorry. That was by the same director who did Rebirth. Gareth.
Wait, the one who did Rogue One?
Yeah, he did Rogue One, Godzilla, Monster.
Oh, wow. That's cool,
Rogue
man.
One, Godzilla 2014, Monsters. What was the other one he just did with the robots? It was a newer one, but it was good. Rogue One was incredible.
Yes, it was, dude. It's a lot of people's favorite Star Wars movie now, dude. It's that good.
Yeah, and then with Andor, it's unbelievable.
Yep. It just with Andor really just solidified the whole purpose, let alone the Death Star plans, but of Rogue One as well. Like, it's a good lead up to Rogue One, and then like you said, just how it transcends, and then you put on A New Hope. It's seamless. It's perfect, dude.
Yeah, and it was sad, like hearing people like, "Oh, why is Mon Mothma dancing?" And we're showing this like because she was basically marrying her daughter off for no reason. She just realized she didn't need to do that, and she's did it.
She's trying to.
So she's just chugging, and then she lost her. She's like all upset. So it's just.
Yep.
It was interesting to me that some people were not liking that, and I understand it's so dang different, but I thought it was amazing.
Bender is asking here: didn't Rogue One director make Looper too? I'm actually not sure, Bender.
And Looper was. I'm trying to think. I did see that one. Was that? Oh my God, what was the actor's name? But he would like shoot the guy when he came, like he appeared. Do you remember that one? I'm trying to think. I haven't seen it so long. And I think Bruce Willis, was it Bruce Willis?
See, I'm thinking of Crank
Oh, that's with Statham. Ryan Johnson made that movie. He also did
Okay,
The Last Jedi. Ryan Johnson did The Last Jedi.
Oh,
And
Lord.
yeah, he did The
Oh,
Last
Joseph
Jedi.
Levitt. Okay. Bender said Joseph Levitt.
Oh.
Okay, interesting. And we're pretty much down here. We are on the 26th dinosaur out of our ranking tonight here. We have the Velociraptor, aka Deinonychus, which is what was, the real life, or technically the Utah Raptor, to be more specific, honestly, like the correct size and stuff. Where do you want to? I think you should end this one off, Connor. Where do we put the Velociraptor? Does he go in S, A, B? What do you think, bro?
S for sure.
I think that's fair.
They would have been so smart. Like in Jurassic Park 3, when you hear the beginning when he's doing the speech, they would have been as smart as primates. They would have been the next thing to evolve after us. If that meteor never hit, they would have probably made it.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of cool.
So y'all, that is our list right there. We have the Compsognathus at D. We got the Apatosaurus, Coryanthosaurus, Dimorphodon, Gallimimus at C. We have the Baryonyx, Dilophosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, the Parasaurolophus, the Stygimoloch on B, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Ceratosaurus, we'll call this the Diplodocus, Pteranodon, Sinoceratops, Brachiosaurus, Stegosaurus at tier A, and then finally on the ultimate tier, S tier, we have the Velociraptor we just put in, Allosaurus, Carnotaurus, Indominus Rex, Indoraptor, Mosasaurus, Spinosaurus, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. That was fun, dude. That was really fun. That was a good time.
That's so awesome.
Oh, I thought I lost you for a minute, dude. My bad. I'm just sitting
here.
Oh,
no worries. So sorry.
Because you're good. I can't. I had it on the other screen, so I can't see you. I was like, oh shit, did I lose Connor? No, you're good, bro. You're good. Okay, so that was fun, dude. That was a lot of fun. So we'll call it. That was our dinosaur rank. And if anybody else wants to do this too, just for fun, this is on Tier Maker. Anybody can do this. Dinosaur Jurassic Park movie dinosaurs tier list maker. If you're ever bored one day, shout out to Mira Pisto, whoever. Sorry, they made this. That's pretty cool, man. This was fun. A lot of fun, dude. Connor, thank you for coming on and doing this with me, man. It was it was cool.
Dude, it was so much fun.
Absolutely, dude. So I know we're about. I don't want to keep you all night, man. But I know we're about 2.5 hours in. Do you have? Obviously, I know we're going to talk a little bit of Jurassic World Rebirth, and also if you have anything. Any recent pickups, or even if it's old stuff, if you have anything you want to show off, we can do that too. Do a little treat yourself. Sure. Totally up to you, man. Whatever you want to do.
Sure. Could I actually run to the bathroom for 1 second?
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, no, bro. Don't apologize. You're good, man. Okay, Doug. I was wondering. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I knew you had to have been bullshitting. Okay. So now that I stopped shaking, bro, I'm pretty damn. You're so full of shit, Doug. I was worried, bro. You had me hesitate. I was like, bro, what did we say, Doug? Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Okay, I'm glad you're back, Doug. I didn't want to miss you, bro, but I was. I was wondering, bro. Last thing I want to do is offend anybody. That is not what I want to do at all, dude. But I know how you and HowlrunnerBase are, Doug. Y'all some sarcastic motherfuckers, dude. I was wondering. I'm not. I'm fucking pissed. That's how I know. Jesus, Doug. But yeah, y'all, that was really fun, dude. I've been looking forward to that. Don't really get to talk dinosaurs or animals a whole lot on here. Obviously, Hyper's a nature guy too, and he's all about he likes his animals as well, of course. But y'all know we are a Stone and Hyper show. Star Wars Black Series, that kind of stuff is our main focus. But it's nice to kind of switch it up and just keep things fresh, you know. But well, hell, while Connor's gone, he's using the bathroom. I'll go ahead and show off some stuff that I got today. So give me a moment, y'all. I don't know why it's doing this. There we go. So real quick, I did me and my wife went to do a little bit of shopping today. Didn't spend a whole lot. Been kind of trying to reel back a little bit. But I picked up some comics today, and I found this Daredevil comic. and I'm actually going to be sending this to Connor. I seen this with the. I just seen this and it looked cool. You deserve it, dude. So I bought this today just because I was. So I'll tell y'all in a minute after I saw the comics. So got this today. Loved the cover art. I had to grab it. Seen the crocodile, and it wasn't even really thinking. I thought of Connor when I seen it, of course, but then I wasn't even thinking about the show tonight. And then we were talking the pre-show, and I was like, you know what, dude? Connor is a really good friend of mine. A very big supporter of the Stone and Hyper Show. My channel, my channel. And this is like the least I can do is send him this. I was like, bro, this belongs to you. I can always track another one of these down somewhere. So I'm going to send this to Connor for being a good friend and making awesome content.
That thing looks insane.
You're so welcome, bro. You're going to love it, man. So awesome.
I don't think I've ever had a comic before, man. So that's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I was never first.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
Awesome. That is awesome, dude. Well, I will get that to you very soon, my friend.
Dude, that's so cool.
I'm gonna take a picture of it because I am gonna track this down because I really do love this cover.
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
bro. Don't be sorry, dude. You deserve this. I'm giving this to you because I want to, dude. Like I promise you. This is the least I can do, bro. I'm telling you, the least I can do for everything you've done for me, man. Not bro, to be an ass kisser, but it's true, man.
You guys have done way more for me.
I don't know about that, man.
Oh, and Doug, I don't mean every scientist, by the way.
Oh yeah, dude. We're good. We're good.
Oh,
dude, that's what I was wondering because when he said,
just the ones that are just that like Zahi one, you know,
just
not all of them,
exactly.
Not all of them.
No, bro,
no
dude.
Way.
Doug and HowlrunnerBase, dude, they're two of the most sarcastic people. That's why I said I was like, dude, I hope you're bullshitting. I knew he was fucking motherfucker. Love you, Doug.
For a second, I was like, Jesus Christ, what do I say? I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm sorry, Doug. I'm sorry.
Dude, that's what I said. I was like, dude, I don't want to offend anybody. That is not my
goal.
No,
I didn't mean it like that either. I was like,
at all.
Just those asshole ones, you know?
Just the ass, yeah.
That are like, obviously, that's insane.
Beautiful X-Men.
Are you excited for Fantastic Four?
Dude, I am actually. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan, but the movie just looks good, and I'm really getting delved into Marvel again lately, obviously, and I'm very excited for it. I really am, man.
I'm definitely gonna see it. It looks good.
Jim Lee is just the man. He is the best to draw the X-Men ever, dude.
Look at Beast.
I know, it's so fucking sick, dude. He's swole as fuck.
That's so cool. Did you see Superman?
No, not yet, but I want to so bad, dude.
I saw it.
I was supposed to go 2 weeks ago with my cousin and his little brother and me and my wife, but just plans and life got in the way and stuff. But I am super excited though, dude. I cannot wait.
I liked it. Thought it was fun.
Speaking of Superman, picked this up today too.
Ah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude! Got the eagle coming on his. And
I wasn't honest to see the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah, dude. I know you.
I know. I didn't get to see him, but do you remember him when we were young? He was
absolutely
he was like a paraplegic because he fell off a horse.
Yep.
Crazy
exactly
thing, like
right? That's actually how I remember him, which is kind of sad as a kid.
Yeah, in the chair, and yeah, that's insane. That's how I remember him too.
Got Ghost Rider and Daredevil.
That's so cool. Nick Cage.
Yes, sir.
Look up that story how he had to give that skull back to Mongolia. It's so funny.
Yeah, dude, I did not know that. That's crazy. That's
actors buy crazy shit. They buy crazy.
Dude. I mean, you got all that money. You need to get some kind of thrill out of it, I guess.
Oh, I would have it in my bed. Look at that. That's sick.
Got Electro on there, which is actually, I believe he first debuted in Spider-Man villain. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's on the Spider-Man ride at Universal.
Oh, that's sick. Cool. That's
Electro, awesome. Yeah,
that's sick. And then I love this one. I've actually I am no comic expert. I'm like learning a lot and going down that rabbit hole. But I seen this one had the foil. I don't know if you can kind of see the shine.
Oh yeah.
I had to snag this one, dude. Got my boy Wolvie on there. Got Gene in the background, and then just that foil on the cover art, just beautiful.
Are you gonna frame them or put them up or?
So it's a good question, man. I think there's a couple that I definitely want to frame, but what I want to do is I want to at least read through them one time and like feel the pages between my fingers, and then I might put them in a case or something, or like put them up somewhere.
That's so cool. Yeah, definitely.
Got another one. Got more of the gang on there. Got Jubilee, Gambit, Storm, Cyclops, of course. Just man, look, really getting into comics as of late, and I love this. Speaking of Jim Lee, I love the way he draws Batman. This is Jim Lee Batman, full cover card, and then got another Daredevil right here. I got all 10 of these comics for like $30.
What? Wait, how many did you get?
So including yours. So I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got 10 comics. It probably would have been like $50, but the comic shop that I go to, me and my wife frequent a lot. So I was telling Connor in the pre-show, I had a $25 gift card, and for all the stickered items, if you get 10 comics of 10 stickered comics, you get 20% off. So not only did I have the $25 off, but I also had the 20% off the additional $25 gift card. So I got 10 comics for $30, which is just crazy. That's like $3 a piece or something like, so yeah, just I've been, for anybody that's been watching Stone and Hyper or my streams, you've seen Treacher stuff. I've been picking up a lot of comics lately. And real quick, I picked up an extra Superman. This is the McFarlane Action Comics Superman, my favorite version. It's got a wired cape. Just your typical, this is my super. When I think of Superman, this is kind of what I see. And then I also picked up a loose Batman Beyond. This is a DC Direct, also McFarlane, I believe, or it might even be Mattel. I'm not totally sure, but I'm actually rewatching Batman Beyond, the animated series, right now. I'm on season 1 of 5. And here, I'm going to take them out real quick. So nostalgic. I remember growing up watching Batman Beyond with my brother, and it's one of the coolest bat suits ever, and just so much nostalgia for the show and stuff, man.
That's so sick.
I love it, dude. It's just a fun little toy, So then, yep, I got those comics. I got Batman Beyond, the Superman. I finally picked up, I got SM33 in.
Yeah, I got him recently too. That's so sick.
Have you opened them yet?
No, not yet. I want to.
Yeah, bro.
Pull him out. I have him right over here. He looks sick.
He's great, man.
Does he come with the creature that goes in his eye?
Yeah, he's got Snowball.
That's its name?
Yeah, it's Snowball. And in the show, he's white, and hence his name, Snowball. But for some reason, they casted him in a dark gray plastic for whatever reason. But yeah, this is a really cool fucking figure, man. Comes with the stand. He's got a peg leg. Pirate droid. I'm so glad that you got him too, dude. You seemed excited to have him.
Yeah, I wanted him and I wanted Neil, but I didn't buy Neil on Big Bad. I should have, but I was like, if I ever come across him, I'm going to get him because I thought that kid actor did such a phenomenal job.
Yes,
they did a good job, and it sucks because he doesn't have his face on the show like all the other kids do. So I think it must be harder for him.
Yeah.
So, but I thought he did phenomenal.
He was my favorite of the gang of the kids. Me too. One part, dude, I forget. It's so funny. Fern uses it was KB, the little Asian girl, and she uses the voice modulator to sound like one of the security droids, and they bust them digging out on the entrance to the ship, and they're like, "Who do you have a crush on at school?" And Neil just yells, "Runa!" Like, and Wim looks like, why the fuck are they asking a crush on? Like, his face is immediately like, question. Neil was just like, immediately like, just answer the question, like, get me the fuck out of here, bro.
He's like Butters from South Park.
Dude, he really is. Literally the Butters. Okay.
So funny.
Last thing. I did show this off already. Me and Connor were drooling over this earlier.
That's so cool.
The Creative Beast Studios Beast of the Cenozoic Smilodon, a.k.a. the saber-toothed tiger, which, funnily enough, was not related to tigers at all in any way. And I believe the closest related thing that we have still living today to these guys is the spotted leopard or some type of leopard, if I'm not mistaken. And like I was saying, dude, you're talking about a cat that could be over 800 pounds, over 8 foot long, 4 foot tall, just absolutely like insane canines right here. Just such an interesting looking animal. And this figure is, the sculpt is superb, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous paint application. And I love this thing so much, man. Such a fun addition to my animal shelf. So that is
good.
Thank you, man. That's
the definition of the muscles on there on the arms. It looks so good.
I love it, dude. It's like just enough, but it's not too much.
Yeah. It looks like a big, powerful cat.
Yes, he does, dude.
And hair is such a hard thing to do on figures, and it looks really good. That's awesome.
He I just want to boop that kitty's nose. Boop.
I know. I can't believe it comes with interchangeable ears too. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can see the mold, the sculpt line on the ears, but these ears are actually interchangeable with some that like fold back. Connor, I know you're familiar, but such a cool animal, man. Thank you, dude. Do you have anything you want to show off, bro? Or you kind of you good?
Recently, like I have just a couple of things on the way. I did. I guess does he count this guy, the little Scutosaurus?
Bro, absolutely, yes.
I haven't opened him yet. I definitely want to open him. I used to have the original Kenner version of this when I was a kid. I used to press a button on him, and he used to bob his head up and down. So awesome, they like remade that. It's kind of weird. But I did, because of Jacob, I pre-ordered my first Hot Toys the other night. I couldn't believe it.
Is it Predator?
It is. I knew it. It's not the one that was $360, even though that one just went out of stock. It was the one that was $320. I think it's still there.
Yeah.
But I got that one. I can't believe it. I can't believe I did it.
Connor,
it's gonna be crazy.
Bro, you're going to flip your shit. You're going to freak the fuck out.
From what I'm seeing from Jacob's from his, what is it, the Darth Maul, the eyes, and it says the Predator is gonna have a thing where you can roll its eyes. I'm not gonna use it, obviously, but that's insane. That's insanity. Yeah. And the eyes are probably gonna look insane. They're gonna look so good. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. And a year goes by quick, so it'll be fast.
I have a feeling that may, and I could be wrong, but that may end up being your because I know how big of a Predator fan. I know you are obsessed with NECA and Predator and Alien franchise in general. I really have a feeling once you get that in hand, dude, I feel like that, I don't know, besides like something that holds sentimental value to you, I feel like that might be your favorite piece in your collection. They are cream of the crop, bro.
Jacob said that too, and so do you. It's so true. It will be. It's going to be the grail for sure. I can't believe how good it looks. Like, Hot Toys is crazy, dude. And it's so worth the money, guys. Like, instead of me getting like freaking 3 or 4 or whatever, like 6, I guess 6 NECA, Predators that are small, 7 inches. I can get one that looks like you pulled it right out of the film. I can't wait. I can't wait to see all the accessories too.
You're gonna lose it, dude. I was trying to pull up the Hot Toys page on Instagram.
It's the new Jungle Hunter 2.0 or whatever, something. I can't.
Yes.
I cannot. It's so crazy.
And the NECA Jungle Hunter is so good. It's so good.
I have that one too. I have that one in storage, and it's still in the box. I need to bring it back.
Yeah,
because I started buying Predators again.
Yeah, like obviously with NECA, you're not going to get any crazy articulation, but the sculpt and paint for NECA is just goated, dude. And I want to say it was just revealed, wasn't it?
Yeah, not too long ago. Oh, that was what's his name from Romulus, the director. That was weird.
Where at?
One more down to the left. Yeah,
this one.
Yeah, Felipe Alvarez or Fede Alvarez.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I missed that one. That's the Romulus. Oh, that's Rain. Yeah. Look at that alien. My God.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, the Predator is going to look just as good. And that's the thing, though, because Alien doesn't have accessories on him. It's just its skeletal body. But Predator's got these blades, these guns, these masks, the gauntlets, all these little skulls and necklaces. So I'm surprised that the Predator is the same price, but so that's going to be really cool. I cannot wait. I'm surprised it doesn't show the Predator on their page. Weird.
Yeah, dude, I saw it somewhere. Like, they just released the Fantastic Four stuff, and which I think this thing looks phenomenal, dude. This looks so fucking cool. But they just posted the fucking. I just seen it. I literally just seen it the other day. I don't know where it went, man. I would love to pull it up.
Yeah, I know it's on Big Bad on its Predator section, but yeah, it would have been nice to.
Damn, yeah. Well, shit.
Oh, weird. No
So,
worries.
dude,
Yeah, I can't wait to a year until it comes out.
do you want to finish off? Do you have anything else you want to show off real quick? Or are you good?
Oh, just that. Yeah,
Awesome.
got some I can't wait for the pre-orders to come. It's gonna be crazy. I got a couple of stuff coming from NECA and Syndicate. Did you ever see the movie Pumpkinhead, dude?
No.
Oh my god, that's like the greatest Southern movie ever made. You got to see it. It's called
Southern movie.
I'm saying that as a joke because it's actually one of the famous actor. It was Lance Hendrickson from Aliens is in it. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of the fucking.
Good night, Mom. Love you.
Good night, Tasha. Stan Winston Studios, the guy who made Predator, Aliens, the Alien Queen. He made the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Stan Winston made this movie called Pumpkinhead, and this creature, it's so good. And it's all practical effects. It's the funnest freaking movie ever. It's amazing. You got to. I'm going to send you the cover. You got to see it. I told Jacob he's got to watch it too. You guys got to see it. And you'll know what I mean by Southern movie. It's so freaking funny and good. Like, it's crazy good.
I love it.
It's awesome. So I have that figure coming. It should be here tomorrow by Syndicate Collectibles. I cannot wait to open that thing up and like say all the freaking words from all the lines from the movie, all the quotes. It's unbelievably good. So like this guy, his son dies, gets killed on accident by these kids on their dirt bike. He wants to get revenge on him. He goes to this old witch that lives in the swamp. She awakens this demon and it gets revenge. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, Doug agrees to.
It's so good, Doug. Yeah, he knows.
Hey, dude, Bender, I was just about. I was going to ask you. Have you ever watched Eastbound and Down with Danny McBride?
Not yet. We did Righteous Gemstones best, but did we do Eastbound and Down? No, we did Vice Principals.
Righteous Gemstones is cool too. I've watched some of that with John Goodman and Danny McBride and them. Yeah. Bro, you and Corrine would, dude. He is an improv master. Danny McBride. He is just like. The way he's able to go off the bat is just fucking off the dome is just so fucking hilarious. Like, because that's how they film when they do his funny movies. Like, obviously they have a script to go off of, but like a lot of the time, those kind of movies they do multiple different takes and they go with like the funniest, craziest one. And everybody who's in parody or like comedy movies with him talks about like just how off the wall and like quick witted he is. Like he's so clever and like just stupid. But like, bro, y'all got. So in season 3 of Eastbound and Down, it takes place in Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. So it's cool. Like, oh my god, dude, it is the most country southern redneck stupid shit ever, bro. It's so good. But I'm gonna have to watch Pumpkinhead. I'll have to check that out, bro. Absolutely.
You'll love it. It's a good one. It's a classic.
Hell yeah, Corrine. We don't have anything like that in Sweden. Yeah, Connor told me you were Swedish. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's only been here for how long? 14 years? 12 years?
Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's crazy.
She doesn't have a green card. Or do you have a green card? I don't know how that works. Just kidding. Yeah, you have a green card.
Connor says she's here. She's mine. I don't give a fuck.
It's kind of crazy.
Don't bury him yet.
Because I want to go to Sweden and check it out, but it's kind of cool when she gets to like see things how, like especially when I was talking about like the parties and stuff, how we get to talk about how different things are from where she's from. That's like the coolest thing because they're an old country. They've been around for quite some time, older
Absolutely, dude. Yes, sir. Actually, some of my people, I actually have a little bit of Norwegian in my blood, mostly Scottish and Irish, but
all the Viking stuff.
That's right. Yes, dude. Scandinavian history is just, I love it. I wish that the Scandinavians had like other than runes and stuff like that, but their written language, which I'm sure you know and I'm Corrine knows, they didn't have a written language for so long. So like so much of their history is not known or forgotten. They didn't even start writing. I forget. Like I don't even know, dude. It's absolutely crazy, man.
And then all the things where they think that some time they came to like the Americas, like up in Canada, like somewhere up there, like somehow they made it.
Yes.
Makes sense.
500 years before Christopher Columbus. And it's kind of crazy. And Leif Erikson, I believe it was Leif Erikson that first landed in Greenland, or it might have been his son Eric the Red. I'm not totally sure, but dude, yeah. The Vikings found the Americas far before Columbus ever did. And honestly, when Columbus first landed, he hit the Bahamas and he thought it was in the Americas. Or maybe it wasn't even, it might have been somewhere else actually, not even fucking Bahamas. But yeah, dude, the Vikings are just like such a strong, hardy, seafaring people, and so much of their history is forgotten. And even the little bit we know, so culturally rich, and like people think that Vikings were just savages and shit. And like now, through the course of history and stuff like that, like obviously
they're pretty advanced. It's pretty crazy.
They were very advanced, and like obviously we were raiders and pillagers and shit. That was a part of Viking lore. Yeah, but we also traded.
The Christians would leave their churches, the monasteries, right there with all the gold, no one guarding it, just the monks in there, and then they would go in and like sometimes bring those monks back, and then they would like integrate into their society sometimes. Like that's,
dude.
I watched that. I got too busy. I fell in love with that show Vikings. I'm just kidding, you know.
Oh my god!
Remember that one? Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yes,
such a good show.
It's it's one of my favorite shows ever.
After he passes away, I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to watch this. But his son, the Ivar the Boneless, was so good.
Ruthless motherfucker too, man.
That show was
one of the. It was, and while the show was pretty historically accurate, obviously not to the T, of course, but because they actually think Ragnar Lothbrok was like, he wasn't an actual person, but like a conglomeration of numerous people that did like crazy badass shit. Like it's
a tale.
Yeah, like dude, when they infiltrated France, like how they infiltrated France was by one of the commanders or kings pretending to be dead and he pretended to convert to Christianity and wanted a Christian burial. So just like in the show, they brought him in the coffin with the weapons in the coffin.
Then he comes. It's so crazy.
Dude, it's crazy. It is absolutely. And
I like how Ragnar was friends with that other king, even though they had to fight each other. They kind of would hang out every once in a while, and they had like this awful mutual understanding that they would have to fight one day. Yep. That was really crazy. Yeah,
it was King Egbert, and then King Northumbria.
That was a good show.
It was such a terrific fucking. Travis Fimmel, the guy who plays Ragnar Lothbrok, like. He just nailed that fucking role. There was no one else that could have done that part like him, dude.
Yeah. And now I can't see him in anything else other than that because he was so good.
I think he's going to be in the new Odyssey movie, I think.
Oh, we just saw a cover of that on YouTube. That would be cool. Is that going to be like a Greek story? Is that going to be like the Iliad and the Odyssey or something?
I'm pretty sure because I think the Odyssey is Greek. Like
that's
Odysseus and like Athena. Yeah.
That's
Greek. You're right.
Pretty Greek. So that should be fun if they do it right. That'd be cool.
Dude, how I am with Viking mythology, that's how my brother Steve was with Greek mythology. He was like, he knew the gods and goddesses and shit. Like, he loved Greek mythology, dude.
Oh, that's cool. I was baptized Greek Orthodox, believe it or not.
Oh, really? Wow. Interesting.
So it's very different. My grandfather, he was born here, but his father was from Ioannina, Greece. My mother was adopted, so I'm not really Greek.
Interesting.
But she was raised by Greeks, so we got to do Greek Easter, all that stuff. It's a very, very different, mostly tradition. And the church is really interesting, too, because it's very gaudy, you know, it's very gold. Everything's gold. It's so weird. And traditions are such a big thing. Like women aren't allowed to walk on the altar in Greek Orthodox Church. Think about that. Like, so when my cousins are half Colombian and they were getting baptized Greek Orthodox. And so my aunt Maria, she went and walked on the altar. My mom, like in my ear, she's like, I can't believe the priest didn't say anything to her. He just let her go. I was like, why do you care? Like, you know, I was like that. You're indoctrinated, you know. It's like because it's such a crazy. So I just think that's funny. Like the Greeks, very, very strong religious base too. And my grandfather, like, they thought like he's like when you see My Big Fat Greek Wedding, that's him. Like they think they fucking invented everything, and you know it's so funny. They're so proud. They're such a proud people. My papu, very proud.
That's so cool.
So yeah, that's a little Greek side of the.
It was cool too because the Greeks were one of the first people that like didn't use like a currency in their like system. They used like they had a barter and trade system. That was like there was no Greek currency. They like you did like goods and services and like that. And I feel like that's like how life should be. Like, hey, I'll give you these 10 chickens if you re-straw my roof house or re-straw my house. Like that's how it should be. Like a goods and services trading barter system. That's how the world. Like, hey, I'll give you 10 tomatoes if you let me get 4 of them chickens, or like whatever. That's just like or a goat, what the fuck ever. That's how it should be, you know.
Yeah.
But so we're almost at the 3-hour mark. So, like I said, I don't want to keep you all night, Connor. Do you want to use the last 5 minutes to run through some of your thoughts on Rebirth and stuff like that, bro?
Absolutely.
So,
like, what?
I wish I had more time, because there was you were telling me how much they took out of the movie. All right, real quick, everybody, if you have not seen Jurassic World Rebirth, it is officially that time. We were getting into these spoilers. We were talking about Jurassic World Rebirth. So if you don't want to know shit, you might want to leave the stream. Hope you enjoy the replay. Hope you enjoy the movie. If you haven't gone to see it and you hope to or want to, hope you enjoy it. But with that being said, bro, the Mutadons.
All right.
So you told me that was a last-minute decision, and they were taken out. So the Raptors were supposed to play a more prominent role in the movie. I did not realize that. Why? What came about that?
I just saw on Instagram now that the literal people, the team that worked on that fucking lab, right? They just posted all the pictures from that lab, and it was the 2-headed Triceratops, the 2-headed raptor. It had a baby D-Rex in a vial that we saw in the trailer. All that shit we saw in the trailer, and it wasn't in the movie. And I'm like, so I went to the comments. I started, writing my shit, but I noticed everyone else was writing stuff too. So I was like, all right, good. Everyone get him. That was not in the movie. That wasn't in the movie. And then, like I said, you have Fierro, from Wicked. I call him Fierro. Oh my God, what's his name? Jonathan Bailey. He's doing an interview where he's talking about the Raptors, and he's like, yeah, we had these guys come in with puppets, and that was totally cut at the gas station. Gareth Edwards said it took them 9 months to create the Mutadon, and they wanted to make it a really cool creature, and then they ended up putting it in at the last second, which I thought was like one of the bigger mistakes of the movie. The big fault for me was the beginning with the Spinous. Well, first of all, with that Diplodocus or whatever, Apatosaurus underneath the bridge with graffiti on its ass. I was like, so they're like, oh, the dinosaurs can't survive here anymore. They're on the radio. The radio is playing in the car and says the last sauropod just died. Like, there's a fucking sauropod right there under the bridge in front of you. And do you realize what you just said? And then we need to get to the largest dinosaurs because they have large hearts, right? Because they have such big heart.
Yeah.
But it's like there's one right there with a giant heart. That long neck is right there. They're like getting it out of the bridge of the crane. It was so ridiculous. When you get to the Spinosaurus scene, well, first of all, at the end, they take away Dolores. She's like, I'm taking her home with me. They just said at the beginning of the movie the dinosaurs can't live anywhere else but here, the equator. So she's going to die.
Yeah.
You take her out. And then when it comes to the Spinosaurus scene, that pissed me off the most. The Spinosauruses, we were promised 3, right? Then you see the trailer open. He adds another one in there at the last second, a 4th one. We're like, oh, wow, a 4th Spinosaurus. Okay. That first scene when the Spinosauruses are attacking the boat, when you see that?
Yeah.
When the boat starts leaving, there's only 3 Spinosauruses now. The 4th one just disappeared. And then when they get to the beach, that Spinosaurus gets up, kills that girl. Its spine is facing you while it's eating the girl. You don't see it eat the girl. You see its spine. Its spine is perfectly fine and shaped. You see it walk into the ocean before it does that, right? You see it get up. Its spine is perfect. Goes in the water. Spine is perfect. Gets the girl. Turns to the side and has a huge notch taken out of the spine. And it has turned itself into the Spinosaurus from the first shot. Literally, that was right there with the boat, and now it magically teleported onto the beach. And they're like, be careful, they're amphibious. All right, the end of the movie, their Spinosaurus sisters were supposed to fight the D-Rex. The D-Rex was going to kill one of the Spinosaurus sisters. They were going to drag him into the water, and the Mosasaurus was going to kill it. I don't know if that was 100% in the what they had written into the movie.
Yeah.
That's what everyone thought. So what actually was in the final scene, that T-Rex that went after the family was going to come out of nowhere and defeat the D-Rex and kill it and fight it. And then, so Gareth is doing this. He's putting it together, and he tells it, he's making this badass fight scene. The visual effects guy goes to him and says, Gareth, all these movies end with the dinosaurs fighting in that way. I was really happy to know that you weren't going to do that. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. So then he goes and doesn't do it because of what the VFX guy said to him. He says that. There's multiple times you can find that. So that's
crazy.
And then also Duncan was supposed to die. The Mahershala Ali was supposed to die at the end from the D-Rex. Universal said he is such a big personality and a big character. You can't kill him. so they had to make him live magically at the end. They couldn't even like make it believable of how he got out of that. He was standing right there. The D-Rex is like basically swallowing him, and he just appears somewhere else very far away, and the D-Rex is gone. There was a lot of issues. Like when the raptors come, when the dude's taking a piss and the raptors are coming, the design of that face is not the raptor that you even see in the promotions. That design is from the Jeep commercial. It's like, it was like,
really?
They gave that design. They let them use it in the Jeep commercial, but they didn't, and you get to see it better in the Jeep commercial than you did in the movie. It's so messed up.
That's crazy, dude.
A lot of scenes. They made it really bizarre. Like, why did the bad corporate guy even have to go there? How is he he's just gonna look up, there's a helicopter there with a Glock. No one brought guns. But he takes that Glock, and it's not rusted or anything. It's totally fine, even though the helicopter is totally rusted.
Yeah.
It's brand new. The bone hand is holding it. It was just like, it was crazy. It was a lot.
I thought that was going to be a part of the movie when he goes to use it, and it was going to misfire because it was so old. And like, I was literally thinking that. I was like, this dude is literally grabbing a gun that's been sitting in this fucking tree for 10, 20 years and really expects it to fucking fire.
And I got rounds here, and when you touch them with the oil on your hands, they start to look weird in a couple of minutes. You're like, what the hell? Does it react? That would not be firing. The powder would be wet. Like, it was so weird.
Yeah, it was.
They really missed a lot of opportunities there. A lot of the design things changed. I thought we would see more Quetzalcoatlus. We only saw one. I did like that scene, though. That was probably... They showed you everything in the trailers. That's where they really fucked up. They showed you everything in the trailers, but...
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about, like, leave some mystery and, like, something to the imagination, man. Like, that way, when we see it in the movie, it's just a fucking surprise. Like, one of the dinosaurs, at least, like one of the... Like, the Quetzalcoatlus. Granted, I get that's a big draw. It's it's a dinosaur that we get to see newly in the movie that we haven't seen in any other part of any other trilogy. But it's just like nothing left to the imagination, dude. Nothing.
And there's people on Instagram that are like saying there's 2 D-Rexes in the movie because they did such a shit job on the CGI, like how the scale. Because the D-Rex that grabs that helicopter, when you see the movie again,
he's huge. He's fucking
like,
huge.
And then it picks up the guy, and it's like a T-Rex size. And
like a bite.
Like, no problem. And you can literally measure the size of the mouth by the dude's body, half of his body being in there. Just basically this much fit in the mouth. Like, they made it so much smaller. It's like, what? It just swallowed a helicopter. Like, it was so weird. Apparently, none of those helicopter blades cut the dinosaur either. So that's lucky.
Yeah, there was a lot with when people asked me. I was at the comic store today, and we got talking about it, and they asked me what I thought about it. I was like, entertainment wise and being happy that there's a dinosaur movie to see.
Yeah,
9 out of 10. I was entertained the whole time. I loved it, seeing the dinosaurs. It was cool. As far as the movie goes, I'd give it like a 6.5. Now with you telling me all this, I might even put it down to like a 6 or a 5.5 because
it could have been so much better. There was so much, they should have just not have fucked around.
I didn't know that the Raptors would have. I hate that. They should have kept the Raptors more part of the movie. That's some of the main draws, and like a secondary villain of every Jurassic Park or World movie is the fucking Velociraptors, and like then you take them out. You take it like, and for the Mutodons that people have not familiar with at all. It's just like Velociraptors would have had so much more of an impact.
And everyone was like, well, at least when they saw the Mutodon design, they're like, all right, well, at least it won't be able to fly. It's too big and its wings are too small. The thing fucking picks up a raptor and flies away. It's gone. One swoop down of its wings, it's gone. I was like, what? It was that thing would have weighed so much, it would not have been able to take flight, and then it didn't even have the feet rather to pick up the. But so in the trailer, when you see the raptor foot in the Mutodon foot, that was actually originally supposed to be the Velociraptor's foot, and then they changed it to be the Mutodon. So last second, but they rushed that movie. But Primitive War's coming out soon. That'll be fun. That's a really good book too, guys. Like that's a lot different than Jurassic Park. Lot different, way more up your alley. Like, it's more realistic and it's fun. And I understand the dinosaurs are coming out of like a portal from a Hadron Collider, but it's during the Vietnam War and it has to do with Russians, the Viet Cong rather, and the US. It's really good. It's fun, and dinosaurs. So
Hell yeah,
That's a
dude.
good one. That's and a lot more creatures than Jurassic Park would ever put out in their book or media ever. So there's really cool creatures in there, and I can't believe they're making it into a movie with one actor that I know of, really that Australian guy. So he's from Knights of Badassdom. Did you ever see that movie? It's a comedy.
Knights of Badass.
Knights of Badassdom. It's just
like Kick-Ass
like
or
a
something.
LARPing thing. Oh my god, I'll send that one to you too. Definitely worth dumb comedy, worth watching though. So fun.
I love dumb comedies, bro. I love it.
It's a good one.
Awesome.
But yeah,
So,
I needed more.
Is that I wish there was more dinosaurs. And I know in the original Jurassic Park, the entire movie, there's only like 15 or 16 minutes of dinosaurs in the movie, but it's still though, dude, with Rebirth, I just didn't feel enough time with the dinosaurs. I felt like it was, and even my wife said, I just felt like they got from point A to point B to point C very easily. There was no real. They were just like, oh, we found the dinosaur, get the DNA. Now the Spinosaurus, that definitely threw them off track and threw a wrench in their gears for sure. But then they found the Titanosaurus, shot the thing, little parachute, they grab it, ready to go. They found the Quetzalcoatlus, they get into a little scuffle, and then it's just I wanted to see more in between. So you're telling me they're on this island full with all these dinosaurs that's so rich, and they can only live in this one populated area. So it's needless to say, it's going to be highly populated, but that's the only area. They're walking on this island, and that's the only interaction and the only times they run into other animals is when they find the ones that they. And I know maybe that's not the case. They just didn't have time to put it in with the movie, but I just felt like there could have been so much more what people call filler. Sometimes they could have been so much more in between to, hell, show us more dinosaurs that weren't in the trailer to give us a little surprise, something, but overall, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was really fun. You tell me all this stuff. You know so much more about what was supposed to happen and what they changed. I didn't even realize all that. So, but like you said, dude, you had told me when you seen it, they kind of left it open so there could be another one per se, another script. So hopefully we'll get another one that we'll get the start of a trilogy and it'll be a little bit better. They take their time with it and me and you were talking about this too, dude, in the group chat or on our personal text. The toys, let alone the toys, and now we know the movie did really well, but the toys made the fucking money already. But and they're so cool. Like you said, they're doing so many more creatures that the original trilogy probably wouldn't even touch on or display. So it's cool to kind of give some other species a spotlight for once, So absolutely, man. Absolutely. Is there anything else you want to say about the movie? Like I said, man, I know it's late. I don't want to keep you any longer. It's literally the
same thing you just said. Literally, let's give them more time. Don't rush it. Leave the D-Rex alive right now. Have it come back. That'd be cool. I like the look of it. I thought it looked cool, but you don't get to see it very much.
Not much at all, dude. Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up if you want to see it. So it's cool. I get to see it more with our toy. It's kind of cool.
It is cool. Well, if anything, dude, this was fun doing the little dinosaur ranking. What I think would be fun, dude, when I get more. Maybe even we'll do a general list. I would like to collect some more Creative Beast Studio figures, and maybe it would be fun to have you back on and us do a ranking of our favorite. Even if we do a Creative Beast Studios or we just do favorite animal figures, whether it be Hammond Collection, Nanmu, G.I. Joe, whatever. We'll do our favorite animal. I feel like that would be fun to invite you back on to do sometime, man.
You got to get this one by Beast of the Mesozoic, the Dryptosaurus.
Dryptosaurus. Yeah, I'm gonna make you. I want to check it. I'm gonna make you big real quick.
What a weird looking thing! A T-Rex with long arms,
feathers.
Wow. Yeah,
very cool, man. I like the color, the orange yellow on his snout. That's really cool.
It looks so good.
That's awesome.
Now this jaw wants to stay open instead of closed. But yeah, this is one of my favorites from them. I cannot believe how good it looks.
That's gorgeous, man. I like it. I like his hands. Those two big claws.
That's
I love
weird.
that, dude.
That is so crazy. What a weird thing. Finally,
Absolutely.
One without tiny arms. So it's
cool.
it's
not just vestigial, arms that he could actually use,
Yeah, they think he held on to stuff. That's pretty cool.
That's fucking scary, dude, honestly. Jacob says, awesome stream, boys. Hope everyone has a great weekend. You too, Jacob. Thank you so much, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to wrap it up here, y'all. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It was super fun having Connor on. Going to do something a little bit different and just y'all know me. Y'all know us. We love Star Wars is what brought us all together. It's the reason we're all part of this community, Black Series, yada yada. But it's always nice to kind of switch up and visit other lines and other companies, and just keeps things fresh, keeps things new. It's always fun. And
I still love Black Series.
Still love Black Series
so much.
Damn straight, dude. I love that you're into it too, collecting that. We introduced you to stuff. You're introducing, and that's the cool thing about the hobby, man. Is we're all introducing, like, we're seeing what each other are collecting, what we're into, and we're just discovering new lines, new brands, new companies. It's just such an awesome hobby, man. And we see this every time. It might sound cheesy to some people or corny, but like the relationships that we've all made with each other and the cool, just friendship, man. Let alone relationships with like engagement and stuff, like let alone like actual friendships, people that talk outside of YouTube and beyond just action figures. It's like just really thankful for all the people that I've met, the cool figures that I've been introduced to, and yeah, man. Just want to thank Connor for coming on with me tonight, and like I've said numerous times, man, introducing me to so many other cool fucking lines, dude. Really glad that me and you are buddies, that we've crossed paths.
Me too.
Cannot wait to have you on again, dude. This was a lot of fucking fun, man. A lot of fun.
That's so awesome. Yeah, we got to do this again. That would be so much fun.
Is there anything you want to plug for people on the replay or everybody else that's left watching? You got any reviews coming up or anything, dude?
Thank you guys so much. We're always watching. Yeah, I mean, definitely, like I said, definitely more figures coming. I have a lot that I need to go through, but I have to do a Prey Predator first because I really want to get him out. I cannot wait to see that. And then we'll do a Pumpkinhead figure after, and I hope all you watch that movie. I really do. I hope all you watch that movie so you'll understand what I'm saying when I do all the lines from The Witch, because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so good. So, but thank you guys for being awesome. All of you in the comments, and you guys, of course, too. They're stellar people. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for having me, bro. I would love to do this again. Dude.
Oh, dude, you would definitely be on again, man. Later, Doug. Later, Howard. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. Yep. Thank you, everybody. Anybody catching the replay, hope y'all enjoyed it. Everybody tonight, Jacob, Doug, Howlrunner, all you guys, Corrine, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We will see y'all next time. Definitely going to be having Connor on again sometime very, very soon. And we hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.